What's going on, YouTubers? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Driller here. Welcome you all to Being the Asylum. This will be episode 308. We got some things to talk about. So, without further ado, I'm gonna mute myself for a bit because just get some things scattered around because I just got here. So, just try to get settled in. But let me turn it over to so far whoever who want to talk about something. What comes to the True Jaber and you'll make it red.
So what's up?
What's up?
Next. What's up? I did actually get the chance to see. I did get a chance to see the final episode for Jeff Jarrett's TNA, Dark Side of Ray episode. So I didn't get a chance to see.
I'm actually watching that right now. So, let's hold off on that for now, because I want to get my thoughts in after I'm done, and since it will be fresh on my mind. So, let's hold off on that for now, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, when we talk about it, I definitely got some things to say. Because, oh boy. And also we got, some returns, someone returning soon on the Raw after SummerSlam. And you can't teach that, they're saying. Yep, see it in the background. August 3rd, we're gonna see a return. We're gonna see a return of former WWE superstar. And there's only one word to describe him, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. SAWFT. Soft. So yeah, looks like it's true. He's back in the E. My question is he coming alone? Will he return alone, or with another familiar face? We'll see, because WWE needs a little more tag teams. So we'll see what happens there.
Indeed, because Big Cass is going to be making his return to SummerSlam after the Raw to SummerSlam, I should say. But yeah, this has been out there for a few months because obviously Big Cass over in AEW as Big Bill.
Yeah,
Big
Bill. Yeah.
Well, come on, that was a great name.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be called that, for the rest of your wrestling career, Big Bill.
I'm sorry, I just always known him as Big Cass. That's why I always, that's why I never really called him Big Bill.
Or Colin Cassidy.
Or Colin Cassidy, yeah. Well, I remember he called himself Cass XL, in the Indies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was in TNA, he was W Morsley.
Yeah, more. Yeah, because that was based on his real name.
Yeah, I think that's a better name too.
I didn't mind it because it was based on his real name. So yeah, I didn't mind it. But yeah, so he's back in the E. The question is, like I said, is he going to be there alone or with a familiar face?
Oh, that's the rumor up there too.
SAWFT.
So
all I'm gonna say is, man, AEW in a certain degree, kind of had a missed opportunity not to have sign Enzo, so we could have gotten Enzo and Cass versus the Acclaimed when it was still
that could have been really something.
Yeah, that could have been something.
Yeah, especially the promo ops, especially because they're really similar, the entrance. That could have been really something, but we never really got it. And Big Bill wasn't really doing much of anything. To be fair in AEW.
Yeah,
I mean, besides being part of
when
the
moment that Jericho took his leave absent,
yeah,
basically derailed him.
Yeah, because they did nothing for him. I think the only time he accomplished anything was with Ricky Starks.
And then that's where he peaked.
Yeah, that's where he peaked in AEW. Was that Big Billy Starks?
Yeah, Big Billy Starks.
Yeah. So, well, hey, we could kind of get a reunion, if they meet each other in WWE. So, big Cassie, Saints. There you go.
That's the thing too, because we all know he's gonna make his return to Raw, but is he gonna be like officially on Raw? If and that's if what comes to someone else coming back as well to WWE, if he is coming back, because the report at the time, by bringing back Enzo Amore and Big Cass, they're gonna in their words, not I don't think in WWE's words, but in the report's words, they're gonna revive the tag team division in WWE.
Hey, they need it.
That's a problem because yes, Enzo and Cass are a big deal of the tag team.
Yeah, they were over tag team. Like back in NXT, and even when they went to the main roster, they were hella over.
Even the main roster, yeah.
Yeah, they were hella over, so they could use some of that because the tag team division is really lacking right now.
Yeah.
So
the issue with me is that when Big Cass and Enzo were a tag team, when it comes to NXT and on the main roster, not once they became tag team champions.
Yeah, that was the only thing that was a big missed opportunity, especially in NXT. Because how mega over they was, like they should at least been like 2-time NXT tag team champions because they were mega over. Like every time Enzo and Cass came in, the crowd will always repeat, their promos. My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Yep.
Bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing? I'm telling you, if they bring back Enzo and they do that, I'm telling you, the crowd will recite every line of that promo. They will, bro. And even Big Cass, there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. SAWFT, soft. Man, I remember how mega over they were, bro. Dude. Memories. I still can't forgive Vince for breaking them up. That was so stupid. That was such a big mistake. They should have never done that. Breaking them up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll see if Enzo, returns with Big Cass. And, if they do return and, they want to revive the tag team division, do what they should have done a long time ago. Give them tag team belts. Make them tag team champions.
I mean, yeah, they could, but another issue is that, reviving, the whole notion of reviving the tag team division is like, what tag team division? They got rid of some of them.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. They kind of got rid of them. With one of them Murder City Machine Guns, White Six.
These, because they're done.
Yeah, like half of MOTs. Yeah.
Or you got now is the Tongans.
Yeah, you only got the Tongans. Tala and Tama. You got Street Profits. You got the Vision. You got Damian Priest and R-Truth. You got the War Raiders. What else you got?
Those guys,
those guys. Fraxium, yeah. I mean, I haven't really seen them in a while. Yeah,
that's a problem. They're not showcasing that like they used to.
No, they aren't. They're probably main event, which they shouldn't be in. They really should, be in the tag team division. But yeah, the WWE tag team division does need a revival. So, no pun intended. But if Enzo and Cass, is coming back, that's a good start because they need some life in tag team division, and that's not a bad way. That's not a bad start, to have Enzo and Cass come back because they were mega over. So we'll see. But
during this late in the game, when it comes to Enzo Cass kind of coming back to WWE, I'm like, they can still go, obviously. As we saw in the Indies, especially with Big Cass, when he was in AEW.
Yeah.
Especially with me watching more film in TNA, where TNA is where he picked up steam, and like he could they could still
I saw a little bit of him in TNA when he was there.
Yeah, he was pretty good in TNA stuff that he was doing there, and then he went to AEW and basically they eliminated him. Obviously, Trump didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah, they really didn't know what to do with him.
Which is a big problem because Tony Khan using big guys in AEW because he's more using small guys.
Yeah, that's really. I mean, I've been saying this for years. Like you can tell, when it comes to big guys, he really doesn't, for the most part, know how to book them.
Nope. Look at Lance Archer we got there.
Oh, yeah, Lance Archer. Yeah, he had so much hype and then it died.
Yeah.
Everybody died. His hype died. Yeah, Brian Cage. Oh yeah, Brian Cage was the biggest one.
Especially what happened on Dynamite. This past Wednesday.
Yeah, because at one point I was excited for him to be in AEW. Especially him with Taz. I was like, okay, this looks great. I'm looking forward to this. And they made him FTW champion, but it was basically just a prop, and he never really accomplished much of anything in AEW. He just didn't. Who else? Like you said, Big Bill. He didn't really accomplish anything besides, I think he became tag team champs with Ricky Starks, but that was about it. I think it was only one time too. So, but yeah, they didn't really. AEW doesn't really book big guys all that well.
Yeah. Other than Keith Lee,
Well, yeah, Keith Lee, he was doing good, but then I think he got sick, and then he got he was out for a while now. I think since 2024.
Yeah. And by this way, I don't think he's going back at all to person. Video of himself.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, because it's been a while, and we haven't heard much of him. And also, I don't know if you heard about this, but Michin and Keith Lee are no longer together.
Yep. They've been divorced since
I think since a year. Yeah, I didn't even know that until I think a few days ago when I think it
was a fan question. That Michin did on social media. On social media platform. I can't remember what it was, but
I think it was TikTok. I think it was TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, that
Yeah.
But stick with him, to to thick and thin.
Yeah, but
What could be the reason why they don't know? It's because it's good. It's good. Don't know, but they still are good friends. After the divorce. So
yeah,
just one thing, is
it's Austin Theory's fault. Oh boy,
well, there you go. Austin Theory has a shot now. Well, we'll beat you now. I catch them all.
yeah. You remember that whole thing with that picture? No, but
Yeah.
but yeah, man. But yeah, I'm excited to see Big Cass back. In WWE. It's been like what since 2018. Since he got released because of what happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
Professional. Having that.
yeah,
Also having
I think he had a
yo
drinking problem too.
even drink. There was a lot of issues that he dealt with. And it got worse when he
Yeah,
got to, in the Indies. Especially when it comes to the WWE, I let him go. It's like, well, he's on our hands now. Whoever's got him, it's your problem.
yeah, pretty much. I think even he was part of a DDP yoga video, like talking
Oh
about it.
yeah. Especially who he's married to, by the way, when it comes to DP's own daughter. I see
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So I think he's doing pretty good now, which is
Yeah.
good.
He's been doing good ever since.
Yeah, so that's good. So hey, I mean, if he's getting a second chance in WWE, so I mean
Oh
that
yeah.
should tell you something right there.
Now, when it comes to
But
Enzo,
yeah,
he was wrongfully fired because of
yeah,
the allegation that was not true about him.
yeah. That I even said that was kind of messed up that they fired him. Like they should at least take him
They
off
didn't do it.
TV and let him handle it.
Yeah,
And yeah, I know he should have said
and,
something, but
yeah, it's because he said something, but same time,
at the same time, you shouldn't have fired him. Like I said, you should at least have him, like you said, take time off to handle this situation, to kind of
yeah,
to deal with it. Fire
mhm,
him was kind of unnecessary,
yeah,
especially since it wasn't true. It wasn't even true. So
not true at all.
yeah, so that really sucked. But um, I mean, you might have a chance to come back though.
Yeah, especially the reports at the time that Big Cat's not is now confirmed that he's coming, and Enzo is it's not far away. The question is where he's going to end up. We'll get to that when we talk about what comes to next main event. Of it, because people have had to talk about that's where he could possibly return. But basically, he's going
Okay.
to return before Big Cat's returns.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to more Jerry though. But speaking of returns, this
Yep.
guy
Yep. Baron Corbin,
alone.
formerly known as Bishop Dyer, the Nomad.
Yeah,
Baron Corbin is back. And he
yeah,
actually had a good reaction when he came back.
yeah, he did. Yeah, which I
Yeah,
was shocked that they actually remember him.
yeah.
I mean, it
And
was
I
long ago
think
that he was fired. Which
well, yeah, I
what
think
back
like
2024.
yeah, I think it was 2024, maybe like early 2025, around that
Probably
time.
yeah, probably
So
was.
he was basically gone for like a year,
Yeah,
basically.
basically he wasn't gone for that long. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, so he's back. The last time I think he was in MLW for a little bit, because I remember he was in tag team with Dom and
Jack.
Dijak,
Yeah,
part of as the Skyscrapers, and they were doing good. I think they were tag team champions a few times.
yeah, they were.
Um,
Yeah,
he was doing pretty good in the Indies, but hey, now he's back in WWE, and he's in the U.S. title picture. He took out the Trick Mello gang. Took out Carmelo and Trick Williams with the end of days. He's one of the best finishers. Um, and yeah, he wants to go for the United States Championship. So, I mean, the U.S. title picture is definitely, in terms of SmackDown right now, it's definitely the most interesting. I mean, WWE Championship now is getting interesting with CM Punk, you
yeah,
know, and SmackDown's starting to get a little bit better. It's getting
a
a
little
little
bit.
better.
Still has some
Yeah,
issues though.
still have some issues, but I hope they keep it up. I hope they keep up the good work because they're doing pretty good right now. Hope they can add on to it. But yeah, Baron Corbin is back. I could probably see him. I could probably see like maybe a triple threat match at SummerSlam, maybe with Trick, Mello, and Baron. And mind you, they have some history, in NXT. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with them, especially with Baron Corbin back.
Not to mention with Ricky Saints also still lurking because he was watching the match as it all went down. And
yeah, that's right.
Basically saying that he's not done yet.
Yeah. So hey, it should be a fair 4-way. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see what happens. The U.S. title picture is looking pretty good right now.
Oh yeah, it sure is. You can even see the same with the Intercontinental Championship as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean the Intercontinental Championship in SmackDown. I mean on Raw has been really good. Especially now that Chad Gable's going to go for the title in his hometown at SummerSlam. Yeah, I've been enjoying Penta's reign, but I think Chad should win. I think Chad Gable should win.
I think he is winning. If him not winning, by the way, it'll be booking malpractice once again for Chad Gable. So hopefully this time, because they're going to be Minneapolis, it will happen.
Yeah, he's got to win, bro. He's got to do it.
Yeah, and so this bookings with Baron Corbin. I think they were they dirty of releasing him, especially where he was getting over on NXT. After getting away from those horrible gimmicks that this man gave him over the years.
Yeah, because that's the thing. When he went back to NXT, he introduced the burn the ships, gimmick. I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
He really reinvented himself. Like I really enjoyed what he was doing. Hell, even when he was teaming up with Braun Breaker with the Wolf Dogs, that was really entertaining. They were really good tag team. They became tag team champions.
More than that, by the way, when we talk about Braun Breaker.
Yeah, but he was doing pretty good in NXT, and then he came back in the main roster, and they had him as a tag team with Paul Cruz, which didn't really go anywhere. And then Baron Corbin gets released. Which you shouldn't have. And yeah. And now Apollo Crews was released. I believe he's in TNA. But
Nation.
Yep. But yeah, now he's back as Baron Corbin, so we'll see what happens. We see what happens in the second ring.
Oh yeah. And all I can say is with Baron Corbin, he's getting a chance in WWE. This is the second term, and hopefully they'll not forget out this time with him.
Yeah. Yeah,
like you said, the scene from the United Championship title looks it's so far doing good right now. I mean it's been doing good. Especially when you had the open challenges at the time with Sami Zayn, and then with Ilya Dragunov, and then with Carmelo Hayes, and then now with Trick Williams, doing with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks very promising on SmackDown. But I don't know how promising it is when it comes to the belt design though, which by the way.
Oh, with Trick Williams, the furry, belt. I mean, I get it, because it's the furry coat, that's the style. I get it. Obviously, it's its own custom belt. I get it. But
look like a Furby.
Yeah. But
I get it too. It's supposed to be Trick Williams' thing, and now they're showing the replicas of it for 500.
Oh my god, 500.
I mean, how many polar bears did they kill? Put straps on those.
Boy. Yeah, boy.
Oh man.
But yeah, man.
Hey, that's okay because they put the blue in there this time. the blue color
I didn't even notice that. Wow, they did. I didn't even notice that. Wow, that's right.
So they waited until they turned the strap into a furry white strap, just to put the blue in there. Like they could have done it. They could have done before.
They could have done it years ago. Yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, now it's finally complete. I mean, I hope when they bring back the black strap, I hope they add the blue for it.
I hope so too.
I hope so. That way the belt can actually feel complete.
I mean, unless they're colorblind at the time, they could tell.
I guess
point out for them. Hey, wait a minute. We should realize something. It was never a blue curse came in there. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me fix that. Yeah, so.
Was Blue British at the time though? Well, we know where they go with the color from it. So we'll until then. Yeah, thank you. What? How long has it been since 2020?
Yeah, since 2020, because that was the year he got introduced.
Okay, so six years later. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, either way, but that's the new belt design. For the championship. But hey, it's the blue card scheme is in there. So despite how I feel about the strap, like man.
I'm surprised he didn't make it. I'm surprised he didn't make the leather, the lemon pepper steppers, like.
Yeah, I'll hope maybe it'll be like a lemon pepper steppers type of look at all, Yeah. But I guess it only works for only footwear.
Yeah. So they had to use the fur because he always comes out with the fur coat.
So yeah, that's
right.
the scene when it comes to everything that's going on, and and there you go. When it comes to the United States Championship, again when it comes to horror beast, Triple H, basically now with that all being introduced now, like I'm praying for someone to beat Triple H now for that belt, and that sucks. I had to say that because Triple H is great.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic. Yeah, Trickle, I love you, but I hate that belt, so I want you to lose.
Basically, I want him to lose now.
Wow.
I think it's great.
It would have been better if it was just on the white strap, but then I get it, the women's belt. I forgot.
Yeah, it would have been confused with the women's belt. So
that's a big issue of why you should never make.
Why not just have it on a blue strap? There you go. Have it on a blue strap.
Yeah, blue strap. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right. What else we gonna talk about?
So Omega, did you finish watching that final episode of Dark Side of the Ring? Based on Jeff Jarrett TNA.
I did get a chance to see it yesterday myself.
Yeah. All right. Same here. Okay, sweet.
All right.
I finished it now. So yeah.
In my world.
Well,
it wasn't really his world.
Though. I'll say this though, Jeff Jarrett, at least he's able to admit his wrongs. So
yeah, I will give him that. Because
unlike certain people are like, oh, I don't know why he would say that. Oh, I never did that. Well, that never happened.
That wasn't my fault.
I mean, I'm just saying, there's been past Dark Side of the Ring episodes where there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would say that. Why would he say that? Well, that never happened. He made that all up.
Why are you lying on me?
I don't know why we're getting attacked. I mean, I'm just saying, we've seen that a lot in the past when it comes to other Dark Side of the Ring stuff.
Yeah, like I'll do the Butcher's one though. By the way, because I never did these things, they give people people over about the concern, what the consult.
I can't read. Which that's one where I find very hard to believe the whole he didn't know how to read.
On that too, yeah. Because even Mick Foley on that same Dark Side Rim, so where he said he it was Mick Foley or one on Smash Hugo with the Smash commentary said that he read a million fine to me,
I guess he could read a food menu just good.
Yeah, and I get it. He dropped out of school. He was a child. And then he started working wherever, and then once he got older, and
kind of makes you want to ask, like, how far did you get in life without reading?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's why I find it so super hard to believe. You know that.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I find I do find it hard to believe. Yeah, he's just trying to not.
But when it comes to the episode, I will still say fuck Hannibal. Still. So.
Yeah, same thing with me. Yeah. Fuck Hannibal for that.
Mm-hmm.
Talking like an episode that when he was gonna go to WWE, he's gonna be some big star. I'm like, no, you never were. Never was gonna be a star.
No.
Yeah,
no one's gonna pull up with that guy's shit.
And plus, let's be honest, he was just an indie mud show outlaw, garbage wrestler, anyways. So.
Yep.
And no, he ain't the good outlaw wrestler like Moxley, like John Moxley is.
Nope.
Nowhere near
exactly.
even close.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah.
So now we got that out of the way with now let's really get into Dark Side of the Ring when it comes to more of Jeff Jarrett TNA. And you guys in the background, guys. I got here the 6 sides.
We only did episode 1 last time, right? We haven't done episode 2 or 3.
We did 2 as well. It's just the third one. Because again, part 1 and 2 was all together, and then that's when we did it last week. Now this week, was the third one, and since we watched it, from our own time. Now we get to talk about the third part of it, and all I'm gonna say is, I wish I have the let's see where. Oh yeah, I forgot it's being charged.
Dixie Carter. Yeah, she fucked TNA up real bad.
Yeah, she really did, bro.
And again, she didn't look good. In this one, you thought she would.
I think it made her look worse.
Yeah, if you thought part 1 and 2 was bad, part 3 was worse.
Yeah, it really was. It really showed
basically, the whole bringing in Hulk Hogan, where she had the TNA rosters, and it showed clips of it,
Yeah.
But they're all sitting there, listening to Dixie Carter, basically telling them, this is things how it's going to go. It's my way or the highway. Having an alter ego of her, because she's the boss now. Because it was at that point that Jeff Jarrett was outed.
Yeah, they got rid of him, from Power at that time.
Yeah. So and obviously it didn't sit well with the rosters when she said that.
Yeah.
If they were friendly with her before, they were definitely not friendly with her now. After that.
Nope.
No. Why do you think Awesome Kong left?
And also because Awesome Kong, Awesome was one of them.
Yeah, she was there in the episode. That kind of explains why she went to WWE, as Karma. That explains it.
Remember when we used to do the TNA reaction event? I knew it was bullshit when they got rid of the 6-sided ring. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they were talking about it too, like it
was just based on ego trip from Hogan and Bischoff. At the time.
Yeah.
Which we were talking about what they said. What one of them, what Earth said. I'll get to that momentarily.
Yeah. You're brother. I don't like the 6-sided ring, brother.
And I know there were some wrestlers that didn't like the 6-sided ring so much because of how kind of awkward it was, But I mean, that was part of the identity for TNA at the time. Was 6-sided ring. And I understand they had the square circle before, obviously, when it got started. But when they, when I started watching, when they had 6-sided ring, I thought it was the coolest thing. They made them stand out.
They should. You know what? I think we need a 10-sided ring. What?
A 10-sided ring? What the hell?
A 10-sided ring?
The hell? 10 sides of steel. There you go.
Yeah, picture how that will work.
That will look crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that might be a little too much there.
Yeah.
So basically, what comes to the six-side ring, because obviously it was an original idea from Mexico.
Yeah, because
Jeff Jarrett,
because Triple A did it first.
yeah,
Yeah,
Triple A did it.
yeah, Triple A was the promotion.
Mhm.
I wish Triple A was still would done that now. That would be great, but whatever.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
But that's what TNA did. To take elements from Triple A, and basically one having an identity of their own, and they used it to their full, basically to the fullest with the six-side ring, with the six sides of steel, even running the ropes and all that, and it's not like it was just there just for show. It was there because they used the six-side.
Yeah.
And they brought it back a little bit. I remember they did kind of bring it back for a while.
I mean, I remember they brought it back like 2014, like 20. Yeah. It's like 2014, 2016, like around that time.
Yeah,
because they had
even before when they did the Destination Next, which that's a period return by the way for TNA this year. They did because that's where the X division made a name for themselves because of 6 hours. And looking further than what happened in that 6 hours of steel, with Alex Skipper, who if you remember, walking the cage.
That episode of Dark Side of the Ring lasted longer than Global Force.
Yeah, that's
well, they did talk about it. They did talk about
Global Force Wrestling. They did.
Even Jeff Jarrett now years later had to admit that was a failure. That was
we're gonna talk about that a little later. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later too.
And you know what? And at least he admitted it was because of his own fault. Faults really.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the most insane things during that time when TNA was in their prime was Al Skipper walking through the cage on top of the cage with nothing to hold by the way, and then doing the Hurricane and then you're Don West losing his mind on commentary and the crowds went nuts too.
I remember that moment. That's one of TNA's iconic moments in my opinion.
No, I'm excited and stupid. Oh God!
It was stupid, brother.
Eric Bischoff, of course, it was because his logic made no fucking sense to why they got rid of it. Because you got basically in the world you got the music, this exercise and I'm listening to him saying that. I like you. Wow, you fucking idiot! Have you even watched?
Yeah,
you never watched TNA.
No.
Did he even watch the product before?
You got music come from a guy who doesn't know how to book wrestling.
That's great.
And who was literally Hulk Hogan's doormat.
Yeah, and even Vince Russo said that, bro. Like, I mean, Eric worked for Hogan. That's pretty much what it was. Everyone else worked for TNA. Eric worked for Hogan.
And then with Vince Russo, as much as I hate to be on his side in this one, when it comes to what Eric Russo did, give her the six-side ring. I was on Vince Russo's side on this one when we talked about give her the dumb idea.
I actually was too, yeah.
But then again, coming from a guy who always comes with dumb ideas, anyways. But
yeah,
but this one was one of the worst ideas they could have ever done. And there's nothing there's no Vince Russo or Dixie Carter going to do anything about it. Not even the TNA locker rooms.
No.
Brother, I don't like your brother.
Then again, this car, like she said, it's either her way or the highway. If you don't like it, there's a door.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, great way to lower morale. That's already been lowered at the time. That was already on the low. So, good job, Dixie. You're such a smarty. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys can tell I don't really mean that, but
That's weird.
Oh my God, dude.
My words don't do injustice with Eric Bischoff after he said this. So Bret Hart, take it away.
Eric Bischoff is the idiot. Total complete idiot. Maybe the single stupidest idiot that ever got into wrestling.
Hey,
What are
there you
what
go.
are you talking about? I created the NWO.
That clip makes you laugh. I'm surprised you
What are you
didn't
talking
put. You should have my grandma on here on the first episode of Dark Side of the Ring. Never drew a dime when they're talking about Jeff Jarrett.
Oh man. Oh.
There's one thing I forgot to bring up, by the way, on the first episode. Russo was talking about Jeff Jarrett and all.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to this. I'm just like, dude, this guy was never a main event star. He was never a main event star. I'm sorry.
No.
He never was.
No.
He tried.
Now, I'll praise him for a minute. He was a good in-ring wrestler. He was.
Yeah, he was.
He was good. He was good in the ring. He knew how to work a match. Knew how to tell a story in a match. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as far as being a main event talent that could carry company, no, he never was,
Mhm.
and he never will be. So
No.
he was never the guy, if you want to say it that way. So.
Mhm.
He basically was like Triple H. Well, he was a good guy to work with the guy, not the guy. So
Yeah.
I think Jeff Jarrett over Triple H. So.
Of course.
well, of
Of
course
course.
you would.
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing I forgot to
Hey,
bring up the first episode,
I can stay with Jeff Jarrett.
because I kind of thought that was ridiculous when Vince Russo was like, "Well, bro, I thought he was a main event level talent, bro." It's like, no, he wasn't. Never was.
No. Maybe in Jeff Jarrett's mind he thought he was.
He probably thought in his own mind, but he wasn't though.
Anyway, I just had to listen to Bret Hart again with this.
Eric Bischoff, idiot. Total complete idiot. Maybe the single stupidest idiot that ever got into wrestling.
Come on, I created NWO, guys. What are you talking about?
After he stole it from Japan at the time.
Who cares? Well,
Also, wasn't it All Japan Pro Wrestling he stole the whole NWO concept from, or was it New Japan? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's New Japan. Because
it's not stealing. It's not stealing. It's taking inspiration. Smart. Well,
wow. But so yeah, they got rid of that, and then they did something even worse. They did that TNA was either competition to WWE when it comes to at the time where they went head to head with them doing their own Monday Night Wars.
Yes, and even Vince Russo thought this was stupid.
It was the stupidest thing they could have ever done.
Dude,
it was the stupidest thing. Dude, D'Lo Brown even said it. It was the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, because and I think Vince Russo said it. The reason why it was stupid is because they did not have the budget for that.
Nope,
they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Not compared to WWE. They did not.
Or nowadays AEW. So
yeah, at least AEW they have a chance to compete with WWE like in terms of Monday Night Raw. They have a chance because they have the budget. TNA at that time, no, they did not.
Dude, they don't even have the dude, they don't even have the budget nowadays to compete with WWE.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
It's funny. I feel like Vince Russo can't do one interview without yelling or saying the word "bro."
That's his thing. That's his thing, bro.
It's like having Cornette on a shoot interview without having him rage out. It's never gonna happen.
But the thing is, I totally understand why he was yelling, and because like he wasn't wrong. Like this was a stupid idea. To try to redo the Monday Night Wars, it was not gonna work. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you try to make TNA the new WCW, like WCW 2.0. It didn't matter. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work because that's basically what they were doing.
Yeah, like bringing in the Nasty Boys,
bring back the
band.
Yeah, the band. The Wolfpack basically. Ric Flair. It just wasn't gonna work, bro.
Nope.
No, it was never gonna work.
Let me bring up the whole thing when it went head to head with them.
All right.
January 4th, 2010. Raw, 3.6 million. Impact, 1.5 million.
Wow.
March 8th, 2010, 3.4 million for Raw, 0.98 million for Impact.
The ratings kept going down for Impact.
March 15th, 2010, 3.71 millions for Raw, 0.84 millions for Impact. March 22nd, 3.2 for Raw, 0.86 for Impact. March 29th, your birthday,
That's
Gabriel.
my birthday. Yeah.
3.7 for Raw, 0.62 for Impact. April 5th, which I'm pretty sure that was the Raw Mania. I could be wrong, but
my birthday was the Raw Mania. Raw after WrestleMania.
Okay,
because that was the night where Shawn Michaels retired. Yeah.
Yes. But April 5th, 3.15 for Raw, 0.9 for Impact. April 12th, 3.24 for Raw, 0.8 for Impact. April 19th, 3.5 for Raw, 0.95 for Impact. April 26th, 3.3 for Raw, 0.5 for Impact. And finally, after 10 episodes, I meant to say, because I'm about to be here May 3rd. That's why I said 3. May 3rd. 3.5 for Raw and 0.8 for Impact. So yes, they got slaughtered for the last 10 episodes.
Yeah.
And plus it was 8,000, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's like 800,000.
Yeah. That's it's viewers. So but it came
plus
to
and plus it didn't help that they were doing this like during like the build up for like WrestleMania 26. That didn't help. You know, when you had like, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, Batista versus John Cena. Hell, even Brett. Yeah, hell, Brett returning, him feuding with Vince, even that.
Yeah,
like it wasn't gonna be it wasn't gonna be enough.
They got destroyed. Like it was they got destroyed.
They got slaughtered, bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's almost like GCW saying that's like GCW going on Wednesday saying, "Oh, we're going to compete with AEW Dynamite."
Yeah, you'll be slaughtered, bro.
Good luck with that one.
You don't have the budget for that.
Well, yeah, they thought,
that's like CZW having a show on Mondays trying to compete at Raw. Like it's never, it's not even.
Dude, I don't even think people will know that it will be on Mondays. Right? Hey, come on, bro.
I don't think anyone will know because I don't watch it. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, it was so stupid.
So, also they talked about the whole thing with Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett having a program.
Yep.
We came to
oh boy.
But basically we came to Karen being on an on-screen character, who's the wife of Jeff Jarrett. And you gotta imagine how uncomfortable it was for Kurt Angle. He had no choice but to do this whole thing, this whole angle that he probably wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah.
But that's a good matches though, Jeff Jarrett and Kurt Angle. But
they did.
But even that one was a disaster to a point where they had to come to an end eventually, but which it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good look at the time to do that.
Yeah.
No.
And they skim over some other things they could put in there. But the one thing they didn't skip over was the Victory Road 2011.
Well, I mean that's impossible to skip over at this.
Well, yeah, you can't skip over that.
That's impossible. So.
Yep. And after after hearing Jeff Hardy's side of the story, I used to say with Jeff Hardy, he knew he had a problem,
Yeah.
and he got better from it, because he doesn't do drugs no more. But that's excuse of what with him, drinking years later, what after happened, with him when he came back, with WWE, and got worse for him in AEW. But since then he's been doing better now. But during this time, it was so bad because here you had Jeff Hardy who looked up to his hero Sting, who who would love to have he would love to have a great match with Sting, in TNA, which they did have that one match when Sting returned and Sting being for the title, and then it's going to come in the pay-per-view 50 row. What was Jeff Hardy to show up, and then all of a sudden he was nowhere to be found, doing drugs. And when they found him, they let him out there thinking, maybe he'll walk off or something. Like, what?
No. Yeah, that's when I heard someone said it's like you can't walk that off, bro.
I wondered specifically who let him out there.
Because D'Lo Brown was the producer of the match too, by the way.
Yeah, he was in gorilla position, I believe. So
yeah, they let him go. They can go walk it up, and it'll be all better. Like, and this is on Dixie Carter's watch too, by the way, because she's the boss now. She's now it's all for her feet because Jeff Jarrett's not the boss no more.
Yeah.
So this is what you want, Dixie. This is what you get.
Yeah. Yeah, and we all know what happened there. Like, and obviously they had Eric Bischoff come out, to stop it. Sting does the one Stinger, death drop.
Scorpion death drop.
The Scorpion death drop, and then that's it. He pins him 1, 2, 3. And obviously, we saw Sting's reaction, when the fan says something, it's like, I agree. It was such a bad look, not only for Jeff Hardy, but for TNA. And yeah, that kind of, it obviously, it made Dix look bad, because now she's the boss. So it falls on her.
Yes, I do. Yeah, basically, I mean, it's kind of what we figured anyways, that it was Eric Bischoff was sent out there to check on him. I mean, which is basically that's what it was. I mean, we all knew that, but yeah. Basically, he tried to get Jeff out of the ring, but Jeff didn't budge. He didn't want to leave, so that's when he told Sting to do the Scorpion Death Drop on him and end the match quickly. So that's basically what it was. So
because Jeff Hardy wasn't there, obviously. To even compete,
he was not there at all. It's kind of insane to me how he was able to even do a bump, being all that drugged up, with the Scorpion Death Drop.
Yeah, especially it was hallway too. That Austin did.
And walk to the ramp down the ramp to the ring.
Yeah, I'm surprised when he got to the ring. He still going to steps and get in the ring, to begin with.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
That's the only one thing that surprised me about that. Still, it's like how he was able to even take a bump, being all that drugged up.
Mm-hmm. Now, me watching it live at the time.
Oh, you watched it live? Oh man, that got to have been even worse for you.
Now, for me, here's the thing with me with this. I didn't know he was on anything. I thought it was just him, being his crazy self, like he was in WWE. Because I guess during that time he's trying drugs too during those times, but maybe not as bad as
basically you wouldn't think at face value, you wouldn't have thought nothing was wrong.
No, but the moment I started seeing
he walked out to the ramp, got into the ring, and got on the top rope, and he thought it looked fine. You're like, what the hell? So
yeah, and then I see him, and then he started, like I said, when they were coming out there and making a level playing field, a level playing field. On Sting, say it's gonna be no disqualification, then that he's gonna be unprepared for, and Jeff Hardy, wasting time, trying to do a feature to the fans because it's just him being the heel and all that because he was the heel at the time. And then see how the match ended so quickly, like what the fuck? That's it.
He probably like what just happened? Like what?
And like you said, Jay, he said I agree because a fan yelled out saying I think the fan man said bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fan shouted out bullshit. That's what Sting said. I agree, or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like maybe days later for me. It's when I found out why it went down like that way.
Basically, when all the dirt sheets at the time finally, got the news of what happened, basically behind the scenes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when I heard about it, I'm like, oh, shit. And I didn't. I didn't hate Jeff Hardy, obviously, but at the same time, I was so disappointed that that's why the match went that way, and it's still unbelievable that they even let him out there to begin with.
Yeah, they should have done an angle where like maybe like backstage he got attacked or something. Like,
I think Jeff Jarrett said on the episode itself that AJ Styles was there. He was he was there earlier. He had a match earlier at the time. They could because I think he was also part of Immortal as well, who was also part of Fortune. With Fortune and more were together. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Then again, no, I think Fortune was done with Immortal at that time. Yeah, I think so. Because I remember Fortune turned on Immortal, and they ended up being a big faction. But the point is, AJ Styles could fill in that role. Jeff Jarrett said, and Jeff Jarrett wasn't there, Bobby. He wasn't there until he said something. He showed up later after he heard about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the victory, which that was one of the things they had to discuss. Since you had Eric Bischoff and Jeff Hardy on there, and D'Lo Brown, because again D'Lo Brown was the producer of that match. But I can see what this card don't want to be on there either, because again she's the boss, it will make her look bad too, She,
yeah, that was just a really, really bad look from TNA, bro.
Mm-hmm. And then we got to the part where Hogan was again. There was some things that they talk about as well. They glimpsed over. Which is why because of DSOTR Ray, the producers, they wanted to focus more on TNA more than anything. Which would have been great if that was the case, but because I feel there's a lot that still need to be talked about. Focus of TNA, of their issues and all that they try to make things right and all, but yeah. But anyways, maybe eventually when TNA does their own DVD documentary where when they talk about the rise and fall and rise of TNA, whatever whatever they want to call it. So destruction of TNA, I guess, in a way. Or they can just call it LLTNA. Like people keep saying over the years, LLTNA.
Yeah.
But anyways, so let me get to Hulk Hogan leaving, because obviously they can't pay him anymore. They Hogan used all their money. Not to to point of bankruptcy, but still. So they did this whole thing with Dixie Carter, who so desperately wanted to be a character and to be and on reality TV shows, like to be Desperate Housewives, reality show because she is a wife.
Yeah.
So the whole thing where Hogan was leaving, because Jesse speaking of opposition, don't remember what exactly what it was, but Hogan said it's a great position for somewhere else because I quit, brother. Don't work for me, brother. What you gonna do, Dixie?
What you gonna do when Hulkamania leaves you?
And then he tries to leave, but then Dixie Carter, which I don't know how they got you know to convince her to do this, to make her look more embarrassing and more humiliating. But
Yeah, when she's like grabbing his leg, like begging, you know. Yeah, I don't know who convinced her, but yeah, that yeah, I think even Jeff Jarrett said he wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I guess she's a heel and all, but like yeah.
Also, you got also because Hogan leaving, you got to make him look good too. By the way, because he's leaving to go back to WWE.
Yep, that was the same time he was going back to WWE.
Yeah. So in a way, you put him over on the way out of TNA.
Yep. Gotta put me over, brother. While I'm leaving.
Oh man. So then we get to dive into some other things, when it comes to TNA. Which they go over this one when it comes to TNA. Vince Russo was back with TNA, but the rosters didn't know about it. Spike TV didn't know about it because Dixie Carter has been keeping it a secret with them, because she has some fetish of Vince Russo, to work to be working with TNA, behind the scenes. So much where, I wish I already wish they would have covered this, but they didn't, because the whole thing with Vince Russo, send an email to the wrong Mike, because it was supposed to go to Mike Tenay, because the whole thing with Mike Tenay and Taz doing the how to do whatever type of commentary he wanted them to do for their New York tapings at the time in 2014. So the mic that he sent to was Mike Johnson from PW Insider. And that's because people were saying it all during those times that Vince Russo is secretly working for TNA, and against Spike TV is trying to figure it out if it's true, and just trying to lie to them, skip denying. And then when it comes to the rosters, because some rosters didn't know about this either. When it comes to it, and, obviously except for Mike Tenay and Taz. So basically with that whole thing, Vince Russo, still working with TNA and all that, is what led to Spike TV, didn't want to renew them with them, and basically want not do TNA anymore. That's why they went to Destination America. They went to Pop TV. They went to Pursuit Channel, Access TV, and now right now we're AMC. But I wish they would have covered that too, though. But they did. Another thing they're trying to cover too as well was the whole thing with Jeff Jarrett and Toby Keith, where Toby Keith wanted to purchase TNA, but he only will have something to do with TNA if Jeff Jarrett is in charge. Basically, because he saw Dixie Carter be in charge of it, didn't know good at all. And obviously they didn't want to go with that, so Toby Keith said, okay, and no deal. And that was basically the end of Jeff Jarrett's career in TNA at the time.
Yep.
And because of that, then it was all about Global Force Wrestling.
Yep.
Jeff Jarrett's new baby.
And
I'll be lying to you if I never watched not one episode or show of it when it comes to Global Force Wrestling.
Yeah,
I haven't.
I mean, I only knew about it because it collided with TNA, Impact Wrestling. That's how I knew about it.
Yeah, and obviously, it was not a success.
No.
And especially with the whole Global Force Gold that Jeff was trying to do, which I heard at the time was a scam.
Global Force Wrestling.
Which Joe Gamer will call it Global Farce Wrestling.
Come on, don't you guys miss Global Force? Wow.
Not
Not really.
But when Jeff Jarrett brought back to TNA, because I guess I was at that point that Vince Carter was not fully in charge anymore. It was Ed Norholm who was in charge now.
It was
Anthem.
It was Anthem basically. Anthem purchased it at the time.
Yeah, and they want Jeff Jarrett.
And boy oh boy, they're just as bad as Dixie at this point nowadays. Almost just as bad.
Well, Ed Norholm, when he was in charge, he did some good for TNA, but ever since they remove him from power, and now Carlos Silver is in charge. Yeah, Carlos Silver is not. It's not
He's basically the new male Dixie Carter.
Yeah, he is.
Wants to be on TV every single time they do the whole championship. I'm like, why is this even a thing?
Now it'll be one thing if he does it on pay-per-view, which is fine.
Yeah.
But on TV.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be there every night, like on TV. Like pay-per-view, fine, but not every weekly.
Yeah. And I don't know when he started doing this whole thing. I don't know if it started when he first started becoming in charge of TNA. I just got the most gone. I don't know if it was for that long. If he's been doing it, but I don't know. But every time I see him do it, especially now when we know of him, I don't want to see this guy.
Yeah.
But no, I'm done. I'm sick of these guys that think they know wrestling. They know they're the boss and all that, and they can be on TV. Ace Tony Khan, we rarely see him on TV.
Yeah.
Which is for the best because Tony Khan even on TV, he just looks awkward. I'll never forget the whole thing with when MJ was gonna get either the thumbs up or thumbs down from her syndicate to see if he's gonna be joined. And then, Sean Benjamin was going to go after him. And then Tony Khan, ran him out. And the way he had his face, his facial expression, like he just looks so awkward and goofy. Like what?
He's a dork.
Is he on something? Like, he had too much coffee or whatever? What the fuck's wrong with him?
Yeah, too much of the devil's dandruff, I guess.
No, I don't know. But
go on, Robert. If you were owner of a wrestling company, would you want to be on TV every day? Oh no.
Oh yeah. Well, unless you want to be like Herb Abrams, I think that's the name. Who's a landmark for himself. They want to be on TV. Oh man.
Or like Eric Bischoff during the Monday Night Wars, who want to be on TV every week too.
Yeah.
At least he was good at it.
Herb Abrams. Ace Bishop, Bishop was a good personality, despite him being an idiot.
To be honest with you, I think the only two good owners, honestly, that were actually good on TV with their personalities was only Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff. To be honest with you, those are the only two guys.
Yeah, they're really the only. Yeah, they're really only two guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, back to Global Wrestling thing, because they wanted to go for first and be part with TNA, which they end up being, but Jeff Jarrett will be in charge with bringing his rosters, and Karen Jarrett was involved as well. And they talk about the incident, before the incident, obviously, what happened in AAA. They talk about him drinking, where he's drinking beer, and he didn't want to have a beer gut, so he switched from beer to vodka.
Yep.
Basically, he had a drinking problem.
Yeah, he's becoming alcoholic.
Yeah. So it was from that time where wanted because they were called Impact Wrestling at the time, so they were not using their TNA wrestling anymore. So
yeah, I guess he's dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
But when we came to them using the name of Global Force Wrestling, which I would have been fine with, despite how I felt like at the time that Global Force Wrestling was a fail, but because Impact Wrestling need a new identity, since they want to move away from the TNA name, like Global Force Wrestling, is whoever, and like I was gonna be okay with that at the time, and then that's when when everything got fucked up by Jeff Jarrett. when he went to AAA. He was part of that battle royal, by the way. I forgot what type of battle royal it was. Which it was a mess either way.
And they showed it. They showed the clips on.
Yeah. And
which by the way, which I believe it's from YouTube, wasn't it? At the time.
I think so. Yeah, if I recall. And also they didn't show him look like an idiot, a fool, out there performing. But also,
tossing tortillas to the crowd.
Oh yeah, he's throwing tortillas. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember watching it live at the time. I don't know if I watched it live at the time. I think I remember catching it later on, maybe just to see the show. And by the way, the same show, by the way, is what Sexy Star did to Rosemary.
Oh, that was the same show?
That was the same show.
Wow.
Hell, that could be a future Dark Side of the Ring episode, maybe one day. But yeah,
I'm surprised they covered it on here too, because Rosemary is still to this day part of the TNA roster. The fact that TNA star got armbarred like that by Sexy Star for no reason at all.
For no reason.
I think all I heard from was because she wanted to protect her spot. I'm like, from Rosemary, she's not even in the company.
She's not in the company. Yeah, she works at TNA. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what she was thinking.
And from there, obviously Sexy Star, was looked very differently ever since from a lot of wrestling fans and a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah, I remember Cody made that tweet, saying that he'll never share a locker room with her. Yeah, and I don't blame him.
I remember that. Yeah, right.
And he had a whole bunch of. It wasn't just him. It was a bunch of wrestlers, that felt that way.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
I remember even Viking Wild, DJC, I think he even talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not
good. As long as Sexy Star, she ain't going to be making any more appearances on WWE AAA. So.
Oh, forget about it.
Never going to happen.
At least not that version. Like, they're not going to have her. Like, if they do bring back Sexy Star,
I think there was another Sexy Star that took the Sexy Star.
Because there's no Sexy Star, but the Sexy Star that we're talking about, folks, was from Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Because here you have someone who had a promising, who eventually had a promising career outside of AAA, and then she goes through that shit. And by the way, her name is Dulce Marie Garcia Rivas. That's on the Sexy Star, who did what she did, and obviously, she's still a wrestler. I don't know who will want to book her still to this day, but because she's a name, even without the name Sexy Star, they still will find a way to book her. Some promotions will still find a way to book her. But also, who's known to be a mixed martial artist and a professional boxer. And that doesn't give her the right and privilege to do what she did to Rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got that piece of trash out of the way. Back to Jeff Jarrett, who acted like a piece of trash, by the way, on that show, because not only I was out there performing, and look acting like an idiot from the crowds, but also behind the scenes in the locker room. So much for they had to kick him out.
Yeah,
Jeff Jarrett was not in a great state of mind on that night, and you can understand why. Jeff Jarrett has been doing these type of things for a long time, because the loss of his grandmother, loss of his best friend Owen Hart, loss of his wife, which, by the way, that's one thing I'd like to cover. When it came to his wife passing, it was on May 23rd, the same date that he lost his best friend Owen.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Dang.
And then on top of that, with not having speaking terms with his dad for a long time.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, but during this time, I think at this time he and dad was talking again. I mean, I could be wrong. I think it's like, I think after he got pinned up, but either way, Jeff Jarrett never had a chance to already grieve or not because he feel like he's got to wear a mask. Not a literal mask, but like a imaginary mask in a way to the highway of his pain that he was going through after so many losses he's had. Especially when it came to Owen. It's like he felt like he never really had the chance to really grieve his death. And you go say the same with his high school sweetheart, who ended up being his first wife. But yeah, because of that, that's when they cut ties with Jeff Jarrett. They sent him home, and he was done, completely done with TNA, or Impact, I should say. But either way, so yeah, they were close to on the have Global Force Wrestling to be the official name for Impact Wrestling moving forward until Jeff Jarrett did what he did, because at the end of the day, GFW is his baby, and for that it was done. And I feel like they didn't already talk about some things as well when it comes to Jeff Jarrett, sending a lawsuit to Impact Wrestling at the time when it comes to him using the library of Global Force Wrestling, which it was the right to do that, by the way, because the moment that Jeff Jarrett brought Global Force Wrestling to them in 2017, and then we get into the using the Impact Plus at the time, which is it is the TNA Plus. They'll have that as on the archives, to show up and everything. But that's one thing that they didn't cover as well when it comes to it on this episode. But Jeff Jarrett, he ends up
talking about the
Global
Force Network when that was still the streaming service.
Yeah. Because Jeff Jarrett was trying to sue them for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Global Wrestling.
And yeah, Jeff Jarrett.
Which, by the way, people, it's no longer a thing anymore.
No, it's no longer a thing. Obviously,
now it's called TNA Plus, so they got a new streaming service.
Yeah. Now I don't know what happened with that lawsuit. I don't know if the lawsuit, if Jeff Jarrett won that lawsuit or whatever. I haven't really, I really didn't care about the lawsuit at all because I was so upset with Jeff Jarrett from that time. But even though I knew that he got so cleaned up and everything, but I was still upset with Jeff Jarrett, trying to go out to Impact Wrestling of all companies, But Jeff Jarrett, eventually he get cleaned up, Obviously his wife Cameron was there, all for along the way, and from there, that's when that's when he and Dad, reconciled finally after all these years. Which is a good thing they did because had Jerry Jarrett would have passed away somewhere around that time, I don't know how Jerry Jarrett would have been. I don't know if he would still be here. Because after everything that's happened. Not saying he's suicidal or anything, but at the same time, when you have a that type of distance relationship for your dad all these years because of things you couldn't agree with him for wrestling, I can imagine what kind of state he would have been in at that time. But yeah, and then that's and also talk about him being in the WWE Hall of Fame. He got called from Vince, that because that's when remember how the how WWE always help out wrestlers even though they work for them no more, because of legends or whatever, or former employees that have drug problems or anything, and they go to the WWE. WWE has this program, what comes to them, have there some type of rehab they got for them, to help with their drug problems or whatever, substance abuse they're going through. Like for example, Tammy Stitch has been part of those before, and then we see how she ended up. But with Jeff Jarrett's case, obviously, he was serious about getting himself better, unlike Tammy Stitch.
Yep.
But and then we talk about Jeff Jarrett being in AEW, and that's where Tony Khan came in to the whole conversation. Because remember how we talked about before, but we talked about Tony Khan being the talking head of it. Like, why is he on here? Like, he has nothing to do with TNA. Now we know why. Because those basically talk about Jeff Jarrett being in AEW. Because Jeff Jarrett is doing some good things for AEW behind the scenes. As long as we don't see him wrestle, that's fine. I mean, not saying he's a bad wrestler or anything. Again, he knows how to do what he's got to do in the ring. But to see him go after a world title or whatever, blah blah blah, which they always, remember they always give him the world title before that one time. Which obviously they reversed the decision, because they cheated. But still, they always give him an AEW title belt at one point.
Yep.
And it's about Jeff Jarrett being in the All Hard Cup tournament, where it wasn't a promo that he was cutting. It wasn't something that they gave him to cut promo about. It was Jeff Jarrett coming from the heart, talking about his friend Owen Hart for being in the All Hard Cup tournament that he was in. And I remember saying to myself at the time, because Jeff Jarrett was the heel at the time, in that tournament, and people were gravitating him, and were cheering for him because obviously they all knew that he was a very good friend with Owen. And even that got to me. But at the same time, I still say you ain't winning, but I'm happy that you're in this tournament though, because at the end of the day, you and Owen Hart were very close friends, and again, it's unfortunate that Owen Hart's not here. But nevertheless, and I think that's pretty much it. They talk about what comes to Jeff Jarrett starts the ring with what comes to TNA. Again, there's still some things that they should cover for TNA. The Jeff Jarrett stuff was good. The TNA stuff, obviously, there's still some things that they should have covered a lot more.
Like AJ Styles exit.
AJ Styles exit.
But then again, I guess you would need AJ on there to be one talking heads to talk about that.
Yeah. Also the
and Nick Aldis too, since he was involved in that too. So.
Yeah. The whole the blank drug, whatever.
Oh, Blake drug. I mean, why couldn't he get Steven Richards as a talking head?
Oh my God! Yeah, they should have. But I guess Steven Richards wasn't available. But that is just my guess. I don't know. But he's covering on the I think he's covering on that Dark Side of the Ring episode on his podcast, which I'm gonna check out. It's just to hear if he was given a call to see if he wants to be part of it or not. I don't know. But it'd be nice if he was on it too. So, but yeah, a lot of talking heads should have been on here. To talk about TNA as well.
Sting. I'm surprised they didn't get Sting.
Yeah, like Sting, Samoa Joe.
I was gonna say they got Samoa Joe to be talking about his own episode, but not the TNA episode. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's very weird. Not even Christopher Daniels. I would love to hear Christopher Daniels because Christopher Daniels was fucked over by TNA a couple of times there. By being Curry Man, and they fired him so many times, and then not pushing him to be a world champion, which he should have been.
Amazing Red.
Yeah, even Amazing Red. I'm surprised. Amazing Red. And again, Amazing Red didn't really do much in TNA. Other than him being a pioneer for the X division and really putting the X division on the map. He was a true pioneer of it. But I'm surprised he wasn't top power either. So, but yeah, that's another thing too. A lot of talking heads that should be on here is what really hurt this. It didn't really hurt the episode that much because it was still an entertaining episode. I mean, the final word entertaining because Vince Russo's stupid booking for TNA. But yeah,
I wish Abyss was on here.
Yeah, Abyss could be on here too. But obviously, he's with WWE. So now, I don't know if that's well, he's not a wrestler, but I don't know if that if that means if they will still allow him to do something like this. And I get WWE is not a fan of Dark Side of the Ring because they this is it's a gotcha piece to WWE. WWE they're going after us because we're the bad people. Which is not the case by the way. because it'll be called Dark Side of the WWE, not Dark Side. Oh my god. But anyways, well, yeah, but that was the episode. Basically a 3-part episode. Because they did 2 last week and they did 1 this week, and that was pretty much it for there. And I'm glad Jeff Jarrett's in a good place now. After everything that he's been through, and yes, God has said a lot of shit about Jeff Jarrett over the years too because of that whole incident. I didn't know I didn't know at the time he did get cleaned up and everything and all that, and I did enjoy his Hall of Fame speech. Being in the W Hall of Fame. When it comes to his dad, his wife, and then mentioned Owen Hart down there, and I remember the whole thing with Edge and Christian showing up on stage and putting on the red nose on them. That was basically a story there where Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett were teaming up against Edge and Christian before Owen Hart went to over the edge with Jeff Jarrett into 1999 where it was a house show and Owen Hart wanted to do this thing where he's gonna wear a red nose. And he glued Jeff Jarrett in there as well. And that's when Edge and Christian doing the 10 punches in the corner, and they realized they got red noses. That was Owen Hart's idea. Because he was a prankster. Oh, man.
Basically, he ripped him.
Yeah. He ripped Edge and Christian on that night before, the night before Owen Hart died. So basically on during that whole thing at the time, this was Edge Christian's revenge on Jeff Jarrett. Now obviously they can't do the Owen Hart because he's unfortunately no longer with us, but this was basically their revenge on Jeff Jarrett with a cloud nose on him. So basically my point is, when it comes to Jeff Jarrett, over the years, after that incident from 2017. And seeing Jeff Jarrett right now, and still work, still behind the scenes with AEW, helping out the AEW. Don't know what type of role he's doing for other than helping out the talents and all that. If they listen, because these people, these talents, sometimes they don't listen.
Especially like an Adam Page.
Yeah, and then looking further, then Jordan boring. But I'm glad Jeff Jarrett is in a better place now, and he's doing great, for the sake of his kids and his family and all that. So over the years, I'll see Jeff Jarrett get better and all that, and and yes, I gave him a lot of shit, and I do want to say I'm sorry to Jeff Jarrett for the things I said.
There you go, step 1.
There you go. You never hear I'm sorry. You never hear me start sorry to face though. So there you go.
Well, I mean, I always say, Robert, eventually with age, you just need to learn to forgive.
Yeah. There you go. When it comes to JEWF, JARREWT, that's Double J, Jeff Jarrett. So yeah, the double trash days are over now.
But the never drew a dime, it will still forever stick.
Yeah, they will forever stick though. Oh man. So as far as next week's Dark Star Ring, which I'm pretty sure the next one is the one with Samoa Joe and Necromojo, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And again, because of the episode, that's basically let us know about what really happened. With the whole thing with Samoa Joe and Necromojo, what that match they had, which I heard at the time was a 8-minute match they had, and they made it look real, and people thought they were shooting at each other, like they didn't like each other.
Quite the opposite.
But of what I heard though, based on how this Dark Star Ring episode is going to present to us, it was the opposite of that. It was just all work. But I guess we'll find out when we get
again, I mean, are you surprised Samoa Joe's a legit badass? So
I mean, yeah. And Necromojo still staying, he's still wrestling.
He's not. Actually, he's not a badass. He's a fat ass. He's fat.
He's fat. I didn't realize this, by the way. Necromojo at one point called himself CP Muck.
What the hell?
I guess yo, instead of CM Punk, he's CP Muck. Very nice.
Was that a shot at Punk?
I'm assuming. I don't know what the story background on that whole thing with Naked Butcher and CM Punk, but because Nick Butcher, he did wrestle in Ring of Honor a few times. So
Yeah, he did.
But yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens next week with that Dr. Ring episode with Samoa Joe, with Naked Butcher versus Samoa Joe. So there you go. And fuck Triple H.
And fuck who?
Fuck Triple H.
What? What does Triple H got to do, Jeff Jarrett?
Because his Hunter Hearst Helmsley blue blood gimmick from Connecticut never drew a dime.
Just like Konosuke Tezuka, never drew a dime.
Oh, come on. Well, maybe in Japan, I doubt. Maybe in American soil, maybe.
And as far as Cody Rhodes, never drew a dime either.
Wow. Well, actually, before we get to Seth's main event, because we're doing a preview. But maybe see this first. Triple H is asshole. He probably drive a Hummer.
What?
Nothing wrong with riding a Hummer, but I'm gonna go Hulk Hogan. He rode a Hummer.
I was gonna say, what was I gonna do? so now we're gonna sell the car he drives. What the hell?
Wow. I mean, if he does, who cares?
Well, Robert, what if he drives a Kia? Well, actually, you know what? Maybe he deserves to be buried. Wow.
Oh wow. But anyways, so we kind of mentioned this already last night. We came to it, but Jaybird, what comes to Oba Femi, giving up his title shot.
Femi.
Yes, Oba Femi giving up his title shot. According to Paul Heyman here, he was done giving up his title shot, even though we were told last week that what was it? I can't remember. I think it was last week. Yeah, actually it was last week, where he said, Oba to Aaron Pierce, like, this my time between I'll do another time. Right now, I want Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I want him at Hell in a Cell.
He basically said champions aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for someone who worked in the ring, yeah. So, according to Paul Heyman, though, he basically saying that he over gave up a title shot just to face Brock Lesnar at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But that's not what he said though. Over Femi.
No. Yeah. And he even said that he said he put it on hold, and he basically said because even if I were to fight at SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar would interfere, which he would have.
And
he would have.
And what I say about that is, doesn't make it any better. That's what I'm saying. That.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, he's not lying though.
Oh my god, man! Obviously, it's not over Femi. It's over Femi. Giving these lines by these idiots that wrote that shit for him to say.
You talking about? He's telling the truth.
They didn't really think this through, did they? The creative team.
You're just mad.
Yeah, I take this too seriously.
Yeah. Shut up. Wow.
You should be a fan. Stop taking things seriously.
Yeah, smart.
You're right, Robert. Wow.
That's what I'm really thinking about too. We're fucking marks, fucking smarks. Because we criticize too much. Instead of being fans, just watch. Just enjoy the show. Stop taking things seriously. Fuck you. When you give us stupid shit like this, we expect us to just sit there and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's garbage.
You know who's garbage? You're like, oh, what the hell?
Wow. Oh my god. Oh, but what do we know? They're making money out of their asses. So what the fuck do we know? But
Yeah,
anyways,
dude, they're making money, more money than you could ever make in a year. Wow.
and yet they still find ways to you know fire people and also expect them to pick up take a pay cut.
A pay cut.
But basically also with Brock Lesnar, last week he came out to being well, here comes the pain, with the track pants and and one of his t-shirts that he wear, and then the moment when he did the whole talk shit, get hit, a week later he got a new t-shirt of it display from this week's Raw, back to being Cowboy Brock, Ultimate Farmer Brock.
Yep.
He loves his tractors, Robert. Come on, you should know this.
Yeah.
He loves going on the tractors. He loves his farm. Why do you hate that? Wow.
I mean, that's fine, because he's a farm. He grew up a farm boy, so hey, so even Heyman and Page, he grew up a farm boy too.
Yep.
But then we get to the vision. When it comes to Maxine Dupree and make her her horrible acting. When it comes to explanation, and then that's when Alpha Kimming came out. Even with Akira Tozawa, with his horrible acting or pretending to cry.
I think it's great.
And then you have Otis, acting like he's talking like he's from like he's talking about a high school kid, to express his feelings to Maxine Dupree.
And the fan, Otis was getting a big reaction.
I mean, yeah, he was, yeah.
There's something I want to tell you, Maxine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what Austin Theory, being a bully jock,
Yep.
Like it's everyone's watching some high school show. Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, really, I'm serious. Like, bro, look at this loser right here. He's trying to confess his love to the hot girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got the ring, loser, you dork.
Oh, like, and all of a sudden, they start brawling, whatever. And I watch this, I'm like, after seeing Bar Breaker be involved in this whole thing, I'm like, this is so beneath him. Like, what the hell did this? It was that moment I was like, what the hell did they do with Bar Breaker? Now they got involved in this crappy storyline that he shouldn't have no part of. Who's supposed to be a future WrestleMania main eventer.
Robert, when Mark's like, you take wrestling too seriously. What the hell?
You just hear everything. Just wait. Calm down.
Yeah. You just wait.
That's what he gets for taking steroids. I'm like, what?
No,
Wow.
steroids. No.
Wow. Well, it can be worse than Scott Stearns, steroids. Having muscles on muscles and veins on veins.
They pop a pump.
Yeah.
Genetic freak.
Generic freak. But obviously in the end it was all a ploy. Maxine Dupree shoves Otis down after he got low blow by Austin Theory. Again, this was terrible. This was a terrible segment. And I get it, it's all going to be building up for a match that's be out for SummerSlam for the tag team titles. But this was
this was fantastic. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, everything is awesome.
Yeah, everything. Wow, everything is awesome.
But the moral story of this whole thing, after they were done with that whole thing, Paul Heyman was backstage with them, and basically getting on props and everything, and then all some Jerry opens up mouth saying it's them we were back together or whatever something like that, and then you got back in the priest, so why the hell you need me? Yeah, what you need me for? And he walks off, and like, wait a minute, what about Braun Breaker?
Yeah. I feel like this is teasing like Braun Breaker leaving, most likely.
Oh.
So be a baby face.
You see what you did, Seth Rollins?
Wow!
Wow! If you really want to break up division, fine, but why not just keep Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker as a duel?
Yes.
Wow! Robert said, "You see what you did, Seth Rollins? You see what you did?"
But the more story. Seth Rollins, you see what you did, Seth?
Wow!
You just had to beat Braun Breaker.
You just had to beat him. It could have been Braun Breaker facing Roman Reigns, but no, it had to be Seth Rollins. Wow.
Yeah, it had to be Seth fucking Rollins.
Wow. Now he's gonna blame Seth for this. Wow.
And this with Seth boring Rollins with his boring ass promo that almost put us a deuce coma.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, Seth Rollins is now the new Triple H for Robert.
Yep. I mean, it's been like that for a while. So. Everything's good.
I mean, it's not just Braun Breaker. Look also with little Jacob Fott too. Who's been neutered.
Oh yeah, Michael Cole, they called it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
But then what else about Raw? We got Bailey calling out Bird Girl, Lara Kyria. But in this case, it was more like Bird Lady from Home Alone.
Yeah, Bird Lady. Yep, Bird Lady. Yep.
I thought it was a good segment they had, especially Lara Kyria was really showcasing that she could be a very good heel.
Yeah, she was really showing, her crazy side. I mean, look at how she's dressed. Like she didn't have any makeup on. She looks like she hasn't slept like a few weeks. Like she looks crazy. Now, even when she did her taunt, like her usual taunt, like she just did like, oh my god, I get it. There you go.
Yeah. But the homeless bum lady. Well, more like homeless bird lady, because that's
homeless bird lady.
Yeah. Again, taking a cosplay off of Home Alone, too.
Yeah, it'd be funny if it'd be funny if she still does her entrance, but she does it like lazily, like woo.
Unless they change her music. But I guess we'll see come Saturday, because Saturday
they're gonna have a match. Yeah.
Yep. And I know that Lara Kyria is now being aggressive with her moves now, because remember when she first turned on Bailey, she did her on Nightwing, and she just ran her down like she was doing the FU.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we came to her doing Bailey to Bailey. She just picked her up with a Bailey to Bailey and just slams her down.
She really slammed her. Yeah, she slammed her really, really hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm liking this. I'm liking this aggressiveness to Lyra.
Hell yeah. And then we get to the gauntlet match.
Yes.
Because we had John McMysterio coming out, having his full entrance, only to have John Hendry to have his entrance not be full entrance, because he already appeared in the ring. Because you say his name and he appears in the ring. Fuck his theme song.
Someone said his name. I think Dan has probably said his name.
Now it was Omega last night. Like for a reason they don't want to have him come out with his full interest no more. Is that they fall out of love with John Hendry?
Because he could teleport, Robert. Why need an entrance where he could just teleport when you say his name?
Yeah.
Say his name and he appears.
Yeah. But for a company that loves to do their oral farming, the one person they want to do oral farming is with Joe Hendry.
Because he can teleport. That's awesome. That is our farming.
It's like fucking Rollins come out there, go. Oh.
I mean, fans love it.
Yeah, but fans love sing Joe Hendry's song too. And do the whole wave your hands from side to side and say, "I believe in Joe Hendry." I mean, don't take my word for it. Booker T, he loves it.
I believe Joe Hendry.
You might just get on NXT at this point. Then same thing with Jordan Grace.
Yeah, because she's in main event right now.
What's she doing? She's in main event. You're having great matches with Julia, which probably another person that should be doing a lot more on main roster as well.
Yeah, that means great.
But anyways, Joe Hendry and Dominic Mysterio, it was a decent match. But Dominic Mysterio went over. And you got Javon Harris, coming out there, and then it was also decent as well. But then Housing got involved, where he tried to curse Dominic, except for one thing. The turnbuckle
went to the wrong turnbuckle.
Yeah, it's for the opposite side. And then, but either way, Dominic still lost because he was too distracted. Javon Harris got with the OG color, and in a way, I guess the curse still works either way. And then didn't matter if it was it doesn't matter. It was the opposite side of the corner. It still worked.
It still worked. It did its job.
Yeah. And then Dragon Lee had a match with Jerron Evans, and they were killing it in that match.
Oh, they were killing it, bro. Which I mean, I already knew once I saw that Dragon Lee was coming out to face Javon Evans, I was like, all right, we're gonna have a banger match, and it was.
It sure was.
Dude, I remember when freaking Javon, he flew to Dragon Lee through the in the barricade side. Like he went to the crowd.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That was a pretty cool spot. And Javon got the win, and Dragon Lee shook his hand, showing respect. And then that's when Rusev came out. He was the next opponent. And he basically Dragon Lee was wishing him luck. And Rusev and Javon, they had a competitive match. Rusev Javon was fighting, he was trying to, he survived 2 accolades from Rusev. He was getting out of it.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. They're making him look strong. Javon Evans, they definitely made him look good. But obviously, third one, took him out, and I think that's when Chad Gable came in.
Chad Gable.
Yeah, that's Chad Gable. Yeah, Chad Gable came in, to face Rusev.
Gable, or however that song goes. Gable. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Gable doing this thing, they had a pretty good match, and obviously, Gable got the win. I believe Rusev attacked Gable after that. He attacked him, and that's when your boy, Ethan Page, Ego came in, and I think he tried to go for
we don't hear that. We don't hear that anymore, but now because now it's all about kill the smile.
Yeah, I mean you still hear Ego, but it's later in the song.
Oh, I hate to say that to Ethan Page.
They should have kept it in the intro.
And I know people are like, well, why do you care? You hate him. That's not the point.
That's not the point. That's not the point. But Ethan Page came in. He was the last opponent. Like I said, I think Rusev
we need Jeff Rebel to make a theme song for Mr. Revenge. Oh no.
Mr. Revenge will murder them if they ever do that.
I'm all about revenge.
It's some generic gothic techno music. What?
Yeah.
Great.
But basically Ethan was trying to get a quick, easy win, but obviously, Chad Gable kicked out, and I believe Chad Gable gave him the ankle lock, and Ethan Page tapped out. And we're gonna get Chad Gable versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship in his hometown. in Minnesota.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yep, at SummerSlam. So yeah, he finally has a chance to get his moment to finally win the singles championship.
But
Yeah.
Um,
Something JKP hasn't done in quite some time. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I said he could win his singles championship. Just something JKP hasn't done in quite some time.
my God. Well, you could
Or
say
he could
same
try to
with-
win the Intercontinental title now. Be like John Cena. Be a Grand
Well, you could
Slam
say-
champion.
You could say the same with you could say the same with Cetus Longo.
Oh, wow. Actually, I think his has been longer than JKP. It's been a long time.
Anyway, sorry guys. Also, guys, I got to do something here. I'm gonna do something new here, guys. Before we continue all with your stuff on Raw.
Yep.
Breaking news.
Okay. All right. What's the breaking news then? That's
Ooh, breaking news. Okay.
bad news? Is it
TNA
good
did it
news?
again.
That's bad news. Okay. By the way, ironically, we were talking about him with the Dark Side of the Ring. Ironically.
Yeah,
but-
LOL
I'm
TNA.
afraid I got some bad news.
What do you do, Rob?
LOL
Okay, what did he do now? What did he do?
Yeah, we got 2 more releases from TNA.
Oh no! All right, who is it?
Again?
Yep,
All right, who is
Who?
it?
it's the tag team of Sinner and Saints.
Say again?
Sinner and Saints.
Sinner and Saints?
So, yeah, the tag team that Eric Young was first Josh Alexander, but
Oh!
Josh Alexander was with before.
Oh yeah. What are they called? The Northern
The Northern Armory, I think it was.
Yeah, okay.
I remember him.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Now I remember. Wow.
And then they went.
I mean,
and then they ended up with Eric. And then they ended up with Eric Young because Josh Alexander was gone for TNA.
yeah. Yeah, now I remember them. Because I was wondering, because I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen it all day. I was wondering why. Because I thought it would be. I thought it would also be Mission East too, because they're from Canada.
Yeah, but now we know they're no longer in the company. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, so now they're gone too. And the thing is about those guys, they were being put over by the TNA Council at the time. That there was going to be a very good tag team in TNA. And I firmly would have believed that too. With the Hardys, saying, giving them praise, Motion Machine Guns at the time, giving them praise. A lot of I give them praise. So and all of a sudden, now we get this news, and now they're gone. TNA.
Well, TNA, your fall still continues on. Your downfall still is here.
Yep. Dang, man, geez, I be hearing more releases from TNA than freaking WWE.
Pretty
nowadays,
much,
especially.
Or in this case, you hear more of your power rings now with WWE than you hear from TNA.
Yeah.
I mean, minus your recent ones on Wuhan Nation and Premier Agnew.
Yeah. That is crazy, man. This probably, I feel like this is the most releases they've had in ever, probably.
Yep.
Because it feels like almost every week they're getting, either people are getting released or there's, the contract's expiring,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, geez.
It's probably worse than 2010, if I don't think, or at least 2011. I think when obviously Hogan and Bischoff, when they come in, they was getting more money and a lot of us had to take either take a pay cut or they would just leave. They're done. Yeah, guys. So that's another thing now. We're going through this now. Whenever so whatever breaking news you guys see on your device, whatever, that you can let me know about it, and I'll hit it next time.
Breaking news.
Just like that.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll let you know on in the private like chat or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Breaking news: El Clown sucks.
So
I mean, is that really
Speaking of
news?
Not really, but yeah.
yeah, and then we get to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns having that contract signing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before that, they did something with to South Dakota. So
Yep.
yeah, I got mentions by the way. So Jimmy Uso came out during an ad, only to get attacked by Royce Keys, who's not even on Raw, he's on SmackDown, and he's in his gear.
It's just me, Oos.
And
Yeah,
then all
he's
of a
in his
sudden, because obviously here's how this went down. They were in the ring wrestling when they came out from commercial. They're like, hey, what is this out there? Like that missed. I was like, that missed something. And all of a sudden, they show on a replay, during the ad that Jimmy Uso, excuse me, was attacked by Royce Keys based on what happened on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then that's when Adam Pearce made a match. So like wow. Okay, so
yeah.
so basically, for a guy who's not even on Raw, and Royce Keys, and he's in his gear, like what the hell? But the match was happening, and then after they came back, because keep in mind they just came back from commercial, right? And they're having this bunch of match out of nowhere, and then shit you not, 3 minutes later, right back to commercial. You can't make this shit up, like not that I want the match either way, but at the same time, like I'm not.
So?
I'm not even surprised anymore.
Yeah, since I'll complain a while.
It'll be one thing if it's a match we care about to watch, but I thought you were. I don't think they even care about this match because guess what? Once it came back to commercial again, Big Part 2 came out and cross. So basically, he attacked Royce Keys, and that's the match. I was in the match. Like, whoop. It's not really about the match. It's about what happened. What happened after the match. That's basically what's more important than this match that they do on SmackDown. By the way, I had to mention this too. By the way, when they had the match on SmackDown, Jimmy Uso beat Royce Keys with a spear.
Mm-hmm. And with a spear.
I'm like, wow. So Jimmy Uso's spear is on the level of Roman Reigns' spear then, if he's going to beat Royce Keys like that.
I mean, he looks better than Jay's. So.
That's the point.
Wait, what did you say?
That's not the point. The point is he lost to a guy who barely was anything.
What's your hatred for Jimmy all of a sudden? Wow.
Wow.
And I don't hate Jimmy. I don't hate Jimmy Uso, obviously, but I want to see him succeed and all that more so than his brother. Because let's face it, he's an unfortunate event. Not my words. Ellen said it. Not my words. Ellen said it. But
Ellen, I said it. Sports Illustrated said it. Wow.
All right, calm down there, Becky.
Wait. But yeah, so like I said, Jacob Fatu attacked him. And then also that's when Soul Score came out. He's saying he's going to join the bloodline because blood is thicker than water. Only for doing the 1-up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they
doing it. Yeah. They know too. He showed his thumb. He pulled away the one to pull out the thumb. Secondly, for the small spike.
Yep, Jimmy.
And
they're actually drinking down like that, and they were going at it, and that's when LA Knight came out, with a big pop.
Yep.
And he even scored. Yeah, he even scored. And he cuts promo, basically challenging the Usos and Jacob Fatu, to a match with Royce Keys and Soul Skull on the side, for SummerSlam. So basically, it's gonna be it's basically gonna be the Bloodline versus LA Knight, Royce Keys, and Solo.
Yeah, like happened at WrestleMania, well, in a 6-man tag match. And what difference is there's no actual speech.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, at least Royce Keys gets to be in SummerSlam, so that's good for him.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. Yeah. It could have been worse. It could have been some story that all that we don't give a shit about.
Yeah, so at least he gets a chance, in a big show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
yeah,
so
that was the promo where LA was saying to Jey Uso, get that unfortunate event, Jey Uso involved too.
Mm-hmm.
So from main event to unfortunate event.
Tony,
it's Jey Uso.
Wow.
I actually do.
I do. Wow.
Well, so then now we get to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns with their contract signing. With Seth Rollins calling his usual, boring promo. Okay. So Seth Rollins, with his usual calling the promo, which bored me to death again.
Wow.
What else is new?
Wow. Eat yourself.
Just like what's the other guy's name again from the Lego movie?
Emmett.
Emmett. Yeah, Emmett. Who said not important again, as usual.
Wow.
But and then Roman Reigns, he cut a promo saying to also Rollins, after you bore everyone to death, which
again, when he said that, I know Roman's gonna love that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is Robert's new favorite Roman Reigns promo ever.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Over. Easy, go easy. Well, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, because again, he ain't wrong there. Roman Reigns said there, because it wasn't just me saying it. It wasn't just you guys saying it. When we watched it. Everyone on YouTube that reviewed it said that there was a boring promo for Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it wasn't really. Yeah, it wasn't really the interesting.
I'll do it. Sit down. Sit.
Even Steven Richards, because I mean, he didn't say it was boring, but basically it didn't do it for him.
What does do it for him?
He was being generous with me. I don't have to be generous with him. Seth Rollins' promos suck.
Yeah, I won't generous because I hate him. I hate you, Seth Rollins. You suck.
Well, yeah.
You're the worst wrestler on the planet. Okay. What the hell?
No, I won't go that far.
Okay, let's not go that far. Triple A.
Oh man.
Actually, for me nowadays, it'd be either Cody Rhodes or Konosuke Takeshita.
Oh god.
Wow. For me, it's El Clown.
El Clown.
or for Robert, another contender could be Commander after this Wednesday.
Yeah, I didn't really care about that match at all with Commander.
No, I'm surprised he's still in it. I'm surprised he's still in AEW.
I'm surprised too. But yeah, so I enjoyed the promo Roman did to Seth Rollins, looking him on there. What comes to he's not even the guy. It's kind of like what comes to base too. Well, he always thought he was the guy. He was the guy that works with the guy, and that's basically Seth Rollins right now in his of this day and age of his career. And not to mention, Not to mention the whole promo where Seth Rollins saying something about, well, actually, I already remember what he said, by the way. Oh, then, you got what was mine, and I want it back. Because, basically, decided he never lost. And he leaves. And then Roman said, that's
You know
it.
what I think it is, Robert? You're just jealous of Seth.
Oh, yeah, I'm jealous
Wow.
of him. And then, all you gotta do is look at his bank account, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
And he has Becky, which you don't have Becky. Wow.
But yeah, I want to have someone married to who calls off the man.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Rob was like, you know what? I'm sure Becky really is the mind of the relationship. Wow.
Which he probably is too, Bobby.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I mean, it's kind of weird, like Triple H and Stephanie. Triple H doesn't wear the pants in the family, but he does wear her panties, does he?
Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised CM Punk never did that reference to Seth.
I know that would have been great. That would have been great.
That would have been a good callback.
No, wouldn't have.
But yeah, but Roman Reigns kept saying because you become world champion, then what? You're gonna get you'll get hurt. Basically self-sabotage there. Because you can't carry the weight of the belt. That's why you're the guy, because your daddy Triple H, but who runs the joint now, who wants you to be the guy, but you never be the guy because I'm the guy. You remember how Roman Reigns always been positioned, I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm the guy. I mean, he's not wrong there either. Remember Seth Rollins, when he was champion, remember when his first reign, about maybe a few months later, going into November, he got hurt, and then
He did. Mm-hmm.
And then we came to the world championship. The first reign of the world championship, where he got hurt because he was matching with Jinder Mahal.
Mm-hmm.
He fought to get to WrestleMania. The same WrestleMania that Cody Rhodes finally finished the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then he became world champion again, only for to get hurt because of a stupid coast to coast dive he did.
Yeah, the coast to coast tree of woe headbutt.
Yeah,
which I'm sure is a move in 2K now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he even said, I remember he also when he said you had to win a Money in the Bank briefcase to become world champion, and not only that, you had to fake an injury to cash it in. I was like, ooh, I mean, he's not wrong. He did do that. He did do that.
Mm-hmm. Why, Seth? Because you're a loser. Wow.
Well,
you're a loser.
Well, Robin will agree with you. You're a loser.
So Seth Rollins basically went back in the ring saying, "Is that all you got? Is that all you got, huh?" And then he said something that I guess was not important again. But he was fired up in the promo though. So now I would say a lot more than Triple H ever did, but and then he goes to do the whole, I'm a visionary, I'm a revolutionary, I'm Seth freaking Rollins.
I am a visionary. I'm a revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins.
He just couldn't help himself. And that's why he's, Seth boring Rollins.
Well,
and they fought.
Yeah, they did have a brawl, and Seth Rollins said stand tall. I believe we hit him with a curb stomp.
Yeah.
So he did get upper hand, which I know Robert hated. Like, oh my god.
Well, actually, I didn't mind that because
oh, you didn't mind that? Oh, wow.
Have he not stand tall? That means he was because we got weeks. We still got a few more weeks going to SummerSlam. So Seth Rollins better get the better over race for those weeks, because when SummerSlam comes around, he's losing. He ain't winning. He ain't winning.
He's not winning. And plus, with the story they're telling that Seth is quote unquote Seth has never lost to Roman. Roman's winning. So.
Which is a lie, by the way.
I mean, yeah, it is, but still. But yeah, obviously Roman's winning. So. Yeah.
So yeah. And that was Raw. It was a decent show.
Yeah, it was okay. I was gonna say, okay, so
yeah. And now with that out of the way, now we're gonna talk about do a little preview of Sam's main event coming up on the Saturday in Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York.
Yeah, New York.
And so far, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's all about Collision.
So the matches start happening. Danhausen, which by the way we'll consider him, join the Uncursed. It's a tagline for Sam's main event because Danhausen is involved.
Mm-hmm.
But Danhausen versus JD McDonough with Dominic Mysterio. No disqualification match.
Yep.
Which means the next is going to happen.
Say lazy booking.
Wow.
I mean, it's lazy booking obviously because they're gonna have the Miz and Kit Wilson doing their zombie walk, doing their catchphrases. They were electrocuted.
I'm awesome. Oh, by the way, actually, speaking of the Miz, I actually saw the Miz. He was playing golf and he actually scored a pretty good shot. I didn't see that earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it was awesome.
Yep. I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome.
Come on, don't you agree, guys? Wow.
The Miz is awesome.
Is he?
Wow. Is he? Wow.
Oh man. But this is where I think because Danhausen he's something about someone he's gonna have backup, and he's a real one.
Great.
Would that be Enzo Mori? He's referring to as the real one.
Could be.
And if it is, why we admit Enzo Mori of all people is beyond me.
Because Robert, because he's a bona fide G. He's a hold on. Let me get this right. Because his name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't curse that.
Wow. Well, there you go. No, if it's Enzo, it's great that it is bringing him back too. All places Massacre Garden. So,
yeah.
No, you guys are just lying. What?
Wow. That's lying.
Let me say this too, by the way. With Baron Corbin back too, by the way, in WWE, at least he's back to be as Baron Corbin instead of of people were talking about before where he was going to come back as Franken housing, for down housing.
Oh yeah, I was hearing rumors about that he was in
yeah.
I was hearing rumors about that. I even heard rumors that today that they might get PCO to be involved with Danhausen.
I think so too. I think so. I think it might
be
PCO.
I mean that fits better, obviously.
And it's been since what 1998 since PCO's been there. Obviously not it's this version of PCO, but
yeah.
But yeah. It's been that long since he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll be a good role. If it is him, well, we shall see.
Yeah,
I mean, unless it's the Monster Abyss, I don't know.
I mean, Danhausen with the Monster Abyss in the side, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I need a monster on my side. And then we hear a business theme song. Say, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he got jams with him. Oh no. Judgment Day, you might run. Run for your life. I saw what happened to RVD. Trust me, run for your life.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
But yeah.
All right. But either way, it doesn't matter because Danhausen's gonna win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But there you go. Then we get to Scream Mode, which is Paige and Brie Bella defending their WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Freedom of Influence, Lindy Reed, and Fountain Henry with JC Jane.
Rockstar JC Jane, man.
Yeah. I would say the title change.
Wow.
Oh wow. Well, I would say the title will change hands here, but then again, they don't even do that in for SNME events. So why we think they will do that from here? For fair influence. If anything, it'll be probably DQ or a count out on no contest, and then they'll do a SummerSlam.
Yeah, probably most likely. If they're not gonna have fair influence win, then it's probably gonna end up like it's gonna be a screwy finish, probably.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
We'll see though. I mean, it'll be something they will do it on SNME event. Unless you're turning it into your AEW's Battle of the Belts.
Which AEW hasn't done in quite some time, even or not.
Which, by the way, yeah, they haven't done for God knows how long. Which I think is for the best.
Yeah, it really is for the best
because now we look forward to Title Tuesday every year. You'll compete with NXT.
Title Tuesday, yeah. Even though they'll probably have like one title match or two title matches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My God. But anyways, and then we got Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. Not just a regular match. Until they'll probably do another match for these two at SummerSlam, which they'll probably no DQ or wherever they'll probably do. But
I've been hearing rumors. Like, I don't know if you heard this. I've been hearing rumors. I don't know how true this is, but like maybe Bayley might leave WWE.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. Because I hear some about contract being up.
Yeah. So again, I don't know how true this is, but if it is true that her contract is expiring and she'll be leaving, I would probably see them like if they do have a match at SummerSlam, like maybe Bayley puts her career on the line or something, and then that would really confirm that she's probably leaving. So
probably, yeah.
So I don't know. That is if she is staying or not. We still don't know yet, but I want if they do like add a stipulation like that, don't be surprised if she loses. Obviously.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
All right, and then the main event, which we got to discuss. We're going to discuss how this main event happened, by the way, because Gunther confronted all this because before that whole confession happened, we had Nick Aldis bringing in CM Punk to SmackDown as the new WWE champion with that god awful mustard, not so undisputed championship belt design.
Yep.
But CM Punk basically is now on SmackDown now, which is great because SmackDown needs this CM Punk on SmackDown.
I was say, when was the last time CM Punk ever was in SmackDown? I actually can't think of the last time.
My last memory was besides what comes to this modern era, but what came to when 2014 was before the Royal Rumble, where they was doing the whole thing of teasing of basically giving us a preview of what the Royal Rumble was going to look like, and then CM Punk came in there and started clean little house in a way, and basically that's the usual stuff they do when it comes to building up their pay-per-view. And that was the last time we saw CM Punk there, from there, being part. But then again, he was I don't think it was doing the Raws. Yeah, actually, yeah, they wasn't doing that no more. The whole thing, the whole draft stuff, and they got away from that. Yeah, so basically that was last time, 2014. So, but Punk was out there, Connor's promo, and then Cody Rhodes comes out, and then and then that's when all this made the match. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk going into SummerSlam. And then that's when Gunther confronted him, Nick Aldis at this, and backstage in his office to say, you need to fix this. Because Gunther should be in the match, instead of Cody Rhodes, And then basically Nick Aldis says he'll take it into consideration. Also, we get to that segment later on SmackDown where he made the decision. Gunther was there with her at ringside. I mean in the ring, I should say. And then he said that you will begin the ring with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and Sami Zayn as you team up with Sami Zayn in a tag team match as main event.
Player.
And obviously that then which probably that's the match for Sami event for Cody Rhodes and CM Punk to coexist against Sami Zayn and Gunther, who also needs to coexist as well in a coexist tag team match.
Coexist tag team match.
I mean, very much, yeah, because both, yeah, they both have to coexist. Yeah, I know. Obviously, Punk and Cody's gonna win.
Yeah, obviously they are because they're the ones going to SummerSlam. Working to the championship match.
There's gonna add more fuel to the fire to for Sam to crash out even more, and Gunther too, and he'll try to chuck out Nick Aldis again because that did happen on SmackDown. Which I'm sure they're gonna have a match. Gunther versus Nick Aldis, like they gotta have a match after all this. It's gotta be happening. I mean, Gunther's been saying that Nick Aldis is a failure of a wrestler. He's been attacking him more. Yeah, it's gotta be official that they're gonna have a match. Nick Aldis is gonna finally have his match in WWE. So.
Yeah, you're a failure as a wrestler. You're a failure as a GM. You're a failure of the lowest ranked champion of all time. I better long ring championship than you ever did.
You were a terrible TNA world champion. You were a terrible NWA world champion. AJ was better than you. Cody was better than you. Wow. I was happy when Cody beat you at All In. Wow. You're even failure of a husband. I'm sure Gunther will probably say that.
And a failure as a father.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would say that too.
Oh my god. No, yeah, that's funny though. But yeah, I believe that's gonna be next too, which is about time that Nick Aldis wants to have a match. Now, does that mean it's gonna be be a wrestler moving forward now? No. It'll be in the perfect world. He would be to me.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's gonna go back to being a general manager.
Yeah. Because we can't have anyone else filling that role. Because Nick Aldis, he can still go. It's not like he's retired or anything. It's that this is his role. He's a GM.
Know your role and shut your mouth. Wow.
Basically, yeah. Oh man. But you feel as a wrestler, so screw you. Anyways, but yeah, there you go. That was that's your main event card there. 4 matches. Each is remember right picture. There you go. But nonetheless, before we get to some fun topics, maybe I'll bring up the updated card for AEW Redemption. Should be right here. Because AEW is doing the Redemption show. The first ever Redemption pay-per-view. It's one of the reviews they're doing. And here it is. It's gonna be in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And so far, your matches that's there aren't here that which has not been changed as of late. It's still the same matches we got here, except for maybe one that was announced because um your collision was taped and it hasn't aired yet until we get Saturday. But because it was taped, we got one match that's been uploaded here, and here it is: AEW World Tag Team Championship, Cage and Cope, or Cope and Cage, whatever you want to say. Defended AEW World Tag Team Championships against Death Riders. No, it's not. It's not Weird and Dan Garcia. We saw that already. But it's Claudio Castagnoli and Pac.
Oh, okay.
That's a better upgrade.
Yeah, then really useless in Daniel Garcia. So definitely much prefer that.
Yeah, so that's the match that's gonna happen. Which is great because like I said, if Corbin Cage is gonna be going to Canada for AEW Redemption, then this is the way to do it. So I thought it was gonna be against the Dogs though, but I'm glad it's not the Dogs because they would beat the Dogs. Yeah, yeah. So if anything, I'm glad it's gonna be with Claudio and Pac because it's a better match I have here. Not saying that the match they had on Dynamite was not good. I just didn't really care that much of it because of who was in it. But again, nothing against those two guys. It's just that the way they've been positioned, it doesn't really pique our interest. So, but then we got Cal Fletcher defending his AEW Essential Championship against Bandito. Then you got the Painmaker returning, which is Generico.
Generico.
Facing Tommaso Ciampa. And again, it's just a regular match here. That says here, but it'll probably change until we get to Dynamite. Once we get to Dynamite, they'll probably have a stipulation what to be, so they could use whatever type of furniture they want to use.
Yeah, so we're gonna get the Psycho Killer versus the Painmaker.
There you go. And then we got King Omega defending his AEW World Championship against the TNT champion Kevin Knight, the Jet. Wants to be given 2 belts. People are crapping this on this match already because they don't see this match being a main event caliber for Kevin Knight. And I get it and all because he's not ready for that spot yet and all. So
no, we're always saying that because he's black. Oh, what the hell?
What the hell?
He's not main event caliber. He's just a rip-off Swerve. What?
Wow. Well, either how they look at it, they don't see Kevin Knight in that spot, in that position either way. And then we got Mark Davis defending his AEW National Championship against Andre Ilo.
Leo.
But how you know?
How you know?
How you know?
But the match separately though, between these two, and then also one more match to talk about is Tekla, folks. Tekla, the AEW Women's World Champion against Willow Nightingale. No, it's good. So yeah, those are your updated cards for your matches for this card for AEW Redemption, and we'll probably get a lot more next week. That's gonna be announced on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure they will. But and just to go to one more updated thing to talk about as well is the TNA Knockouts the TNA Knockouts TV Championship Bracket Tournament. So, just to recap a little bit, Marsha Day defeated Tasha Steelz to advance. Underbar Elegance defeated Ali to advance. And then we had Indy Hartwell defeating Vicky Venuto to advance. And I thought Vicky Venuto, she was pretty good of what I saw, in the match against Indy Hartwell. And we had what I thought was going to be Jada Stone versus Alicia Edwards on that week from last week, but instead it was Straight Threat instead against Gabby Forza. And based on how I saw Gabby Forza, she basically was her gimmick basically is that she's a gnome. Wearing a gnome hat and had a gnome doll, I think it was.
A gnome doll.
Yeah, basically she's a gnome, and she had the football, sort of pads, things, how the Warriors wear, it had no spikes on it. I'm like, oh, okay, she's really out there with that, but she was pretty good too in the ring. But in the end, it was Georgia. Like I said, she advanced, and that's pretty much it for the brackets for the to crown the first ever inaugural TNA Knockouts TV champion. And yeah, so we still got a long way to go before we get there. So far, the next time, when TNA does the tournaments here, which they already had the tournament as well on Thursday Night Impact, which was already hours ago from there. I guess when they're done with the other matches here, I think they're going straight to the quarterfinals. So they and once again, and this is how the belt looks that way. I mean, I can really see it, fully, based out over in a way, but basically, that's how the belt looks, which looks great.
Should have been just a giant logo on it. Oh,
oh, but it was able to. But anyway, there you go.
This is the Knockouts television title, right?
Yes, that's the Knockouts television title. There.
Yeah, it should have been just a giant TNA logo on the strap.
But there you go. There's your TNA KO TV Championship. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks pretty nice. I can't say it looks bad. So
no, and again, when it comes to adding a mid-card title for the women for the Knockouts, in TNA, it's a good thing. If no one are meant to be TNA World Champion, TNA Knockouts World Champion, I meant to say, then this is their solution here. And also, not to mention also the Knockouts titles too. But either way, I'm fine with with them having a new belt. I know people could be like, oh my god, that another company made another belt. Well, with TNA, TNA doesn't have much belt to begin with, so you can't really go after them for that.
Yeah.
Plus it's a TNA, I'm pretty sure in everyone's mind, it's TNA. Who cares?
I mean, it's just TNA, so.
But anyways, all right. Hold your. Oh, here's your. I'm about to say, hope his internet then you crap on them.
I was gonna say, where'd he go?
Yeah, my internet went off for a little bit.
So while I get things get ready to set things up for fun topics. There's one thing I do want to mention, just a brief moment. Which probably let me see if there is something that may have added in here that I want to talk about. Let's see. Oh yeah. So let me first set this up here for StreamYard, um, and then go to Facebook. There's one thing I want to mention though. Where McGregor. Oh well, I was gonna mention some. Because McGregor has got one thing that's got has something to do with one topic with someone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think I know.
but hold on, let me bring it up. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I think I may have got it. So once I get these set up here, there he is, Jake Hager.
Yep. Yep, I saw
And
this.
yeah, I heard about it, and basically his recent power slap, which he was doing successful until this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard who he lost to, I'm like, wait a minute, they said TNA star. I'm like, okay, let me see who this TNA star. And like okay, he looks different, a little different about someone before. And then I started realizing, like, wait a minute, Muhammad Shira. It's Muhammad Shira, aka Muhammad Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! So now he's in Power Step too, because he realized, in wrestling, he's, now I mean, Jake Hager was more successful, but still, but I guess he started realizing that he's become a failure in wrestling. Muhammad Shira, who I sometimes refer to as Muhammad Cena,
Mm-hmm.
the Indian John Cena. But either way, wow, he's in it too. Power Step. So I guess they're looking for an early CTE. These guys, you know, after their wrestling career is over. But yeah, that's another thing too. There, Jake Hager lost to that power slap, and there was a lot of memes. By the way, I saw a lot of memes of it where they put crying emojis and they put the whole purple hat on them. You know, so after all that, especially with him, keep saying "fuck you, Tony Khan." I guess
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tony Khan is now sync. With his feet up. You know, watching the TV scene, Jake Hager getting power slap so hard that he keeled over, and having a drink of his white coffee, wherever type of drink it is that he drinks. His very drink there. So there you go. All right. So that's pretty much it for that whole thing. So oh crap! I thought I almost dropped something there. All right. So
All right.
folks, now it's time. Now watching maybe very dip down, but we're still gonna continue because now it's time to have some fun. And if
All
you
right.
don't like it, there's only one word to describe you, and we're gonna spell it out for you.
SAWFT. So.
So,
All right.
yeah, that's not Triple H.
Wow. All right. So here we got fireman carry finishing moves right here. So
All right.
yeah. So basically for this one, you can pick like your top 3 favorites.
So, okay, my top three favorites here will be Brock Lesnar's F5, Mr. Kennedy's Green Bay Plunge,
All right.
a couple layers KOD,
Okay.
John Cena's, at the time, FU,
Mhm.
and CM Punk's GTS, even though it's originally from Kenta, but nevertheless, CM Punk's
All right.
GTS goes to sleep.
All right. Cool.
Just like how Seth Rollins will also sleep from that promo last week.
Wow. Same with yours.
Okay. I don't recall what ECD did with that.
EC3, you pretty much did TKO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He did that TNA too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That'll be my honorable, by the way. My dishonorable will be the 8 Town Down. I was not really a fan of that movie.
I didn't mind it. I don't mind it too much.
Not saying it's garbage or anything. I just never been a fan of it. So, that's all I'll say from there. All right, next one.
All right. So for this one, which lab created character do you think is the most OP? So we got Homelander from The Boys, Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic, Cell from Dragon Ball, and Mewtwo from Pokemon. So who do you think is the most OP here?
Okay.
All right. If I had to choose, I'd probably say Cell. All
right.
My honorable will probably be Shadow.
All right. Cool. All right, for me, yeah, I'll go with Cell too. My honorable will be Mewtwo.
All right. All right. So here we got, the European Championship. On the left, what current W wrestlers would make, great, W European champions. And on the right, we got, the Euro Continental champions, who had, both belts. Basically, you can pick your top 2 favorites for there.
All right. You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go first. So for who I think, with 3 current stars will make great European champions, I'll go with Gunther, Ilya Dragunov, and I think Joe Hendry.
All right.
For Euro Continental champions, like my top 2 favorites.
Oh, here's something good. He's back.
I'm making
Sweet.
My too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
For Euro Continental champions, I'll go with D'Lo Brown and Kurt Angle as my favorites.
Oh, nobody
right.
cares. Wow.
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 All right. For me, when it comes to current WWE wrestlers that will be European champions, if they will bring that back, um, it will be A. Dragunov, Joe Hendry, and if I had to choose someone else to be in that position, who's American, it will be Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Not bad.
And as far as European, your Continental champions, I should say, Theo Brown and Kurt Angle.
All right.
All right. For me, I'll go with Ilya Dragunov. I'll go with Gunther. And you know what? If he comes back as Pete Dunne, I'm going to go with Pete Dunne. If he ever came back as Pete Dunne. And as far as favorite Eurocontinental champions, D'Lo Brown and Kurt Angle. Same as you guys.
All right.
Let me go back to the previous one for Omega.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one, which lab created character do you think is the most OP right here?
Perfect Cell. Or Cell.
And
There you go. That's pretty much it.
that's not a fun topic.
Well, that's something I sent.
Oh yeah, I said this picture too.
Which, by the way, how ridiculous that is, the whole Club WWE shit.
Oh
Yeah.
99 a year, folks. $100 basically, plus tax. A water.
And that's
So
why
awesome.
I basically said, no, that's why I basically said, yeah, you can go fuck yourself with that. Fuck that.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was trying to do, what's this one?
Yeah, here we got, fireman's
Is this-
carries, moves right here. Fireman's carry moves. You can pick your top 4 favorites right here.
All right. I'll go with the GTS. I'll go with the F5. Let's see. I'll go EC3's finisher. I forgot what it was called.
This is a TKO.
TKO.
Yes.
And I'll go Bianca Belair's EST. The
KOD.
KOD. Yeah, I don't know why I said KSD. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nickname. All right. All right, here we got Sheamus. So, on the left, we have all of his ring names through the years. And on the right, we got all of his looks that he's had. The hairstyle, the beard style. For this one, you pick, 2 of each of your favorites.
All right.
Yeah, so for me, I'll go with Sheamus, obviously. And I'll go with Stephen Farrelly, basically his real name. And for hairdo, beard style, I'll go with his original look, from 2000, 2010s. And I'll go with his current look. Mine will be the
Same
Mohawk.
here, basically. Same here, basically.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Cool,
same
cool.
here. Yeah, same here. Oh, yeah. And also, you try to ignore this because I tried to get it. They were, remove it, and won't let me. So we had to deal with that. And I'm not restarting it. So
All right, so here we got Wolverine, Cal costumes.
all right.
Obviously, we got the Wolverine game coming out soon. So basically, which 3 of these, Wolverine Cal costumes would you want to be in the Wolverine PS5 game? Basically,
So pick 3.
yeah, pick 3.
Okay. I'll go classic yellow 2. I'll go with the brown. And finally, I'll go with evolution.
All right. For me, I'll also go with classic brown, a classic yellow too. I'll go with astonishing, Wolverine, and I'll go evolution. Marvel will be X Force.
Nobody cares.
Wow.
Same as the way it goes.
All right.
My album will be the X Force.
All right.
All right. Hey.
All right. So here we got a video game 2001. 2001 was an epic year to be a kid. That's what it was. Now it doesn't necessarily have to be in this picture, but basically you can pick your top 3 favorite video games from 2001. Top 3 games 2001. So I'll start. I'll go with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'll go with Super Smash Brothers Melee, and I'll go with WWF SmackDown. Just bring it.
No, that game sucked. 2K20 was
No,
better.
yeah, it sucked. That 2K20 was better. My honor will be NBA Street because I did have that game and that was fun.
That game was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with SmackDown Just Bring It. I'll go Halo Combat Evolved. And finally, I'll go GTA 3. I think that came out 2001, didn't it?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, I think it did, but then it got delayed because of 9/11. They had the Twin Towers
Probably, yeah.
originally in the game. That's why I remember.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, dark fact, if you guys didn't know that.
For me, what's this? But for the GameCube, I'll go with Their Reckoning. Ooh, excuse me. For the PS2, I'll go with SmackDown. Just Bring It. I think it. And for Xbox, I'll go with Halo 2.
Halo Combat Evolved. First one that came out.
It's a killer groove. Yeah. But yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we got some custom SummerSlam stages right here. Basically, you can pick your top 3 favorite ones in this picture.
Or
I'll go. I'll go with the classic, green and blue stage. I'll go with that one. I'll go with the two stages in the middle. Yeah, the ones with starters. I'll go with those.
all right. So, for me, I'll go with the first stage from the top. In the middle, I'll go with the second stage, and from the bottom, I'll go with the first stage.
All right, Omega.
I'll go with the first stage. I'll go with the one in the middle one in the first row, and finally I'll go with the last one in the last row.
All right. Hey.
C.
Oh. Yep, here we got CM Punk. Here we got all WWE Championship accomplishments. His accomplishments in general. WWE. You pick your top 4 favorites right here.
All right. I'll go with CM Punk. Sorry. I'll go with CM Punk as the ECW champion, whatever that means.
Wow.
I'll go with CM Punk being the World Heavyweight Champion. Yo, the big old original one.
All right.
I'll go with CM Punk winning Money in the Bank. Oh, you said 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
And I'll go with him, winning the WWE Championship. The spinner belt.
All right.
Will be the World Heavyweight Championship from the modern era.
All right. I guess same as yours too. Same as yours.
All right.
Yeah, same here.
All right.
All right. Hey.
Wow. Wow.
So for this
Wow.
one, basically, what's your favorite Jake Hager accomplishment? So we got it win the World Heavyweight title, and we're in Lucha Underground Championship.
Mhm.
ECW title, getting knocked out on Power Slap.
Wow.
All the accomplishments. So basically, for this one, what's your favorite Jake Hager accomplishment?
Okay, so I'll go with him as ECW champion. I didn't mind him as ECW champion.
Mhm.
I'll go with him as Miss Money in the Bank. I mean, it was fine. You said 3?
Yeah.
All right, so ECW, Money in the Bank, and I guess I'll go United States champion. So yeah.
All right. I'll go with him win the ECW Championship. I'll go with him win the Gift of the Gods Championship belt. And I'll go for winning Money in the Bank. All right. You're up.
That's basically it.
All right. By the way, you can say this yet, but how do you feel about Jakiro getting knocked out by Mamali Shira?
Well, I mean, certainly was something. I guess if you want to give yourself CTE, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. There you go.
Because I still hold on to the belief that Power Slap is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a sport, by the way. I don't think it's a sport.
It's not sport at all.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Look, you
guys
look at the
jealous.
technique. Look at the technique to do with the power slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are just jealous of all the competitors' Power Slap. But
The only slap contest I watch is the one the women. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
You know the one I'm talking about.
if you know, you know. All right. So,
All right.
when it comes to these accomplishments, so basically, the Hardys, obviously.
Yeah, I can tell. Mm-hmm.
So from doesn't matter if it's Matt and Jeff, when it comes to singles or tag team, basically go your top 5.
His brother Nero.
Brother Nero, I knew you'd come. By the way, they're coming in. They are coming in WWE 2K, 2K26.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're DLC.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so
cool.
they're back.
That's cool. All right, that's cool.
All right,
and they have their solo theme songs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But your top 5.
I can slap a tornado. You know that.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah. I could dry up a sea. Yeah.
Yes.
but
your top 5 from both Matt and Jeff when it comes to the accomplishments.
All right, so I'll start with Jeff. I'll go with him as WWE champion. When he was WWE champion, I'll go with him as World Heavyweight champion. Intercontinental champion. I'll go with him as World Tag Team champion with Jeff with Matt, obviously.
You say you mean Matt?
One more for Jeff. I'll go with him as TNA World Tag Team champions.
All right.
For Matt, I'll go with him as ECW World Champion. I'll go with him as a European champion. I believe he was European champion, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, European champion. I'll go with him as Cruiserweight champion. I'll go with him as WWE Tag Team champion with MVP. That was underrated. And I'll go with, obviously I'll go with him as, World Tag Team champions, WWF, WWE with with Jeff.
All right.
So yeah.
All right. For Jeff Hardy, the WWE champion, the World Heavyweight champion, the TNA World Champion, the Intercontinental Champion, and one half of, the Tag Team Champion with Matt Hardy in WWE. My honorable will be the TNA Tag Team Championships with Matt Hardy. As far as Matt Hardy, ECW Champion, the United States Champion, the Cruiserweight Champion, one half of the Tag Team Champions with Jeff Hardy, and one half of the Tag Team Champions with MVP. My honorable will be for second reign, W champion. I mean, not W champion. TNA World Champion. As Big Money Matt. All right. You're up, Omega.
All right. I'll go for Jeff. I'll go when he was WWE champion, World Heavyweight champion, one half of the World Tag Team titles with Matt Hardy. I'll go with when he was one half the TNA World Champion with Matt Hardy. And finally, I'll go when he was TNA World Champion. For Matt, I'm going to go when he was ECW World Champion. I'll go when he was the United States Champion, TNA World Champion, World Tag Team titles in WWE, and finally, one half the TNA World Tag Team titles too, with Jeff.
All right.
All right.
There you go. All right. When it comes to Batista of his SummerSlam matches, which is shocking that he's on the field of SummerSlam matches.
Wow.
So, out of these 4 matches he had with JBL from Booker T, or should I say King Booker.
King Booker.
The Great Khali, and John Cena, the first time ever. So,
Yep.
what's your top? What are your top two favorites? Batista matches on some at SummerSlam.
I'll go with King Booker and John Cena.
King Booker.
All right,
King
same,
Booker.
same here, by the way. My honorable will be JBL. My dishonorable is Great Khali.
Yeah, same here, by the way. Same here. Same here as well.
Mhm.
All right.
You guys are lying. Wow.
So, all right, we got
Wow.
Punk. CM Punk.
And we got CM Punk. Yo, which version is your favorite CM Punk here? So basically, you could pick your top five.
All right, I'm gonna go with Crybaby Phil WWE, Crybaby Phil
Wow.
UFC, Crybaby Phil AEW. Wow.
Wow.
No, in
Yes,
all
right.
seriousness, I'll go with Indie Ring of Honor Punk. I'll go with ECW Punk. I'll go with Pipe Bomb Punk. I'll go with AEW Punk. 'Cause I did like it, even though it was short, short-lived.
Mhm.
And I'll go with Current Punk.
All right. How many are we picking again?
5.
5. All right. Okay, so I go WWE ECW Punk. I'll go Straight Edge Society Punk. Pipe Bomb Punk. AEW Punk. Yeah, I'm going UFC Punk. No. I'll go Current Punk.
Well, only thing I'll say about his UFC career, well, obviously one of the greatest to ever do it in professional wrestling, but definitely not one of the greatest to ever do it in UFC.
No. Nope.
Fucking piece of shit.
All right.
No, not you. Don't worry, not you. Talking about the gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have
It's
you
all
heard
about
that?
the game. Yeah, you play it.
I played, I don't play video games,
Oh, man.
And if I did,
Alright.
I'll bury Robert in Mario Kart. Wait, what?
What the hell? But I was gonna say, speaking of the Hardys being in 2K, because of the DLC, they say anything about Lita being there too? Because of Team Extreme.
What was
Well, they did have DLC for Lita, like old school Lita.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. Actually, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean, they probably could make a Team Extreme like trio. They could.
Okay, sweet, awesome.
So yeah, it's a possibility.
and by the way, they have the solo theme song as well, like I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can slap a tornado. Yeah, they have that one.
Oh yeah.
And
I
they
love
have no more words for Jeff Hardy in the game.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know.
Awesome.
Karen Cross is happy about that.
And if only
Oh,
2K26
God.
worked on my laptop, we could have had the Hardy Boys in AWF, as a
Mhm.
tag.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That was great too.
Yep.
And eventually we can put them in the eventually in the AWF Hall of Fame for next year.
Yeah. No, we're just gonna put Jeff in there. Wow.
Wow.
Just put Jeff. Well, that's what WWE wants. Do they only want to put
Yeah,
Jeff?
that's what WWE wanted to do.
I mean, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm like, why not Matt?
because he's
What about
mad.
Matt?
Wow.
What about Matt? Wow.
What about you? Exactly. That's what they said too. What about that? Oh man.
But anyways, but for me, I'll go with the ECW Punk. I'll go with SES Punk, let's say.
Straight Edge Society.
Yeah, the first exciting one. I'll go with Pipe Bomb Punk. I'll go with AEW Punk, and I'll go with Current Punk. My honorable will be Hollywood Punk, and my dishonorable will be UFC Punk.
UFC Punk. Well, we get it, Robert. You don't like UFC. We get it. Wow.
I mean, I like UFC, but if the thing is, it's not that big of a draw like it used to be anymore. So
And in all fairness, he was the worst UFC fighter ever, right?
yeah, pretty much. All right. Speaking of more CM Punk, by the way, What comes to his SummerSlam
All right.
matches?
You must be going on a CM Punk pitch today.
Well, he is the champ.
Yes, but yeah, he's the champ though. But what comes to his SummerSlam matches, he's had his WWE career. Pick your top 4.
Okay, top 4.
Mhm.
So I'll go with Cena versus Punk in 2011. Well, your boy Triple H is guest referee. I'll go with the Beast versus the Best. Best versus the Beast. SummerSlam 2013 versus Brock.
Right.
I'll go with Punk versus McIntyre with your boy Seth Rollins as special guest referee in 2024.
Oh, the irony!
The irony.
Who are hating?
Oh my God, that is right. How ironic! Both Triple H and Seth Rollins were involved. That is in SummerSlam.
Oh my God,
That is ironic. Well, 2 of your favorites.
holy
Oh man, that's funny. But my last one would be against Gunther last year. That was a really good match.
shit! But yeah, same here. Despite
right.
the
Same
two
here.
referees.
Same here.
Okay, same with Omega.
I remember someone saying, "It's not always about you, asshole."
Yeah, and fuck Triple H.
Of course.
And fuck Cody Rhodes.
Ooh. No.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Wow. But look, check this out, guys. So, when it comes to 2003, because 2003, what came to Elimination Chamber, Raw did have Elimination Chamber, but it happened at SummerSlam. But if SmackDown would have had, Elimination Chamber for No Way Out, which look at, and based on the design, based on the colors here too, by the way. Oh my God, it's great.
That was nice.
So here you have a lineup where you could have these participants in the chamber in Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio Jr., Chris Benoit, Chris Bacon, The Undertaker, and Eddie Guerrero. Obviously for this beautiful, real Undisputed W Championship.
Mid-card belt? Wow.
The mid-card belt. So for this one, now during that time with the SmackDown roster, now obviously Edge couldn't do it because he that was the year he got hurt. So
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah.
So what comes to these 6 guys? Will you change any of these guys and replace them with someone else?
No, I wouldn't. I think that's
Not really. Yeah, I think it's really good.
All right.
I guess if I had an honorable mention, I guess Cena, because he was getting over during that time.
Oh God.
I'm just
yeah,
saying. I'm just saying he was. So, but
All right. There you go.
all right,
All
TNA
right.
champions.
So yeah, you got Nick Nemeth, who's your TNA World Champion. You have Steiner Brookside. Sure is. Oh man, but you have Steiner Brookside, who's your TNA Knockouts World Champion. You have Sister Alexander, who's your TNA X-Division Champion. You have Mustafa Ali, who is your TNA International Champion. You got the Hardys, your TNA World Tag Team Champions. 5-time.
Sucker.
There you go.
Yep.
But and then you got the Demon Bunny, Ali and Rosemary. Your knockouts, your TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
All right.
So all these these 6 champions. Well, technically you got more than 6, but still.
Yeah.
But pick your top 3. If we want to meet, to take a picture with.
Oh, okay.
Who I want to meet?
Yeah, who you want to meet to take pictures with.
All right. I'll go with Nick Nemeth. I heard he's a really cool guy to meet. I'll go with Mustafa Ali because I heard he's also a really cool guy to meet. And finally, I'll go with the Hardy Boys because I always wanted to meet them.
Oh yeah,
Same as yours.
yeah, same as yours as well. My honorable will be the Demon Bunny.
Okay.
The demon.
Mine would be Xavier Brookside.
All right, sweet. I guess I was gonna step down, unfortunately.
I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting him too.
I mean,
Oh,
I actually saw him wrestle in person, in Ring of Honor before he came to WWE.
Oh wow, really?
Yep. Yeah, and the match he had with I can't remember, it was with Matt Taven. It was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
But there you go. So
Ooh.
here you have Kevin Owens meeting Stone Cold Steve Austin as a child child hero to have a match with him at WrestleMania. With the real main event, by the way.
The real main event.
Randy Orton meeting Hulk Hogan, was obviously his father, Cowboy Bob Orton, has been focused with Hogan before. Only to meet him at SummerSlam, which ended up being Hogan's final match ever in WWE history against Randy Orton.
And he couldn't put him over. Which still pisses me off to this very day.
Yeah.
You can't kill the legend of Hulkamania, brother.
Nope. You have MJF here who met CM Punk.
Yeah.
Wanted to have his match, with him at ECW, which had plenty of matches they had.
Revolution. Yeah, it was Revolution.
Especially when the all-time great match, in Revolution, the dog car match.
Yep. Fantastic match.
Oh yeah. Then you got Sammy Guevara, me and Jeff Hardy. Went to having that match at AEW Rampage, by the way.
Yeah, Rampage thing.
I still remember all that.
That incident, where Guevara hurt Jeff Hardy and himself, by the way.
Because he's an idiot.
That's why he got relegated to Ring of Honor.
It was just an accident, smart. Well,
maybe because Tony Khan realized, okay, this guy can't really wrestle. I was like, you think?
Yeah. And finally, the Live Carrier meaning Becky Lynch. Which led to them having a match at SummerSlam. And obviously more matches at SummerSlam, but other matches they had as well for the Intercontinental title.
I'd rather talk about the other matches because the SummerSlam one was
yeah. It was a disaster. But so
you're a disaster. Wow.
Wow. Well, these five, pick your top three. That was your favorite.
I'll go with Kevin Owens, Stone Cold. I'll go with CM Punk, MJF, and finally I'll go with Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria.
Same.
All right. Yeah, same here as well. Unfortunately, there's no honorable or
Well, this honorable would be Jeff Hardy, Sammy Guevara. That.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. Especially I didn't really see the match. So.
Well, I mean, we all know how it turned out. I mean, we don't really need to see the match at this point.
Yeah.
And we got custom championships.
Yep. Yeah, custom WWE championships over the years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all these championships that's been custom made, pick your top 5 favorite custom made championships in WWE.
I'll go with the Wing Eagle on a blue strap.
All right.
I'll go with the $1 Million Championship. I'll go with the Smoking Skull Championship. I'll go with the Problem Bowl Championship. And finally, I'll go with the Eagle Friendly Championship.
All right. For me, I go with the $1 Million Championship, Smoking Skull Belt, Brahman Bull Belt, the U.S. Spinner Belt, and I also go with the eco-friendly belt. So
Alright.
yeah.
For me, I'll go with the Wing Eagle with the blue strap. I'll go with the $1 million belt. I'll go with the Smoky Skull belt. I'll go with the original Bumblebee belt. And based on how I'm seeing that, that Furby United States Championship belt there, it makes me appreciate the Johnson Spinner belt, more
Oh
so.
wow. All right.
If it didn't spin, but whatever.
If it didn't spin. Well, I mean, yeah, I remember that was during the times with the spinning rims and attendance. Like during that time.
The bling.
Yeah.
The bling bling, yeah.
For the kids,
I mean, that's what the kids were into.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Everything is
All right.
awesome.
Yeah, wow, everything is awesome. Everything is spinning. Wow.
But there you go, folks. That was it.
All right, that was fun.
Sure was.
Yep, fuck Cody Rhodes, fuck Inosuke Tesla.
Wow. I guess
Come on, Jalen. Don't you agree with Konosuke though? Fuck him. Wow.
Well, I mean, I don't hate him as much. I mean, I'm not big on him, basically.
You're just not big on him.
I hate El Clown. I can't stand him.
Well, he's not much on there anyway, so which is great. What's very special about him, anyways?
The less of him, the better.
Yeah. Oh
Come
man,
on, that you want to be his best friend? Wow.
I mean, maybe the real person is cool, but this El Clown.
El Clown, yeah. So, I'm gonna bring up some updated results here for the G1 Climax from 2026.
All right.
From Block A, Hiroki Goto with 2 points. Jake Lee with 2 points.
Cool.
Ryui Oiwa, whatever I say his name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but 2 points. Yota Tsuji, someone I don't, I really butcher his name. 2 points. Who's by the way, your current IWGP World Champion?
And he's pretty good. I've seen him before. He's pretty good.
Yeah, or heavyweight champion, I should say. And by the way, there's a way better spear than Jey Uso's CGI spear.
Boy, and he's better in the ring than Jey Uso, anyways. So.
And especially when he played, especially that Yota played football before. So.
Yep. Japanese football, I'm assuming.
That's what he did. Yeah, Japanese football. I don't know how that would look, but that's what he did.
I never watched it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. It'd be fun to see, to watch, to see how it looks. But Yoto ice. Ice,
okay.
Ice, baby. But 2 points. And I know you're gonna laugh at this, Omega, once I get to it. But Team Oleg with 0 points. Inosuke Tateska.
Oh God.
0 points.
Ha ha ha! That's what he gets. The worst G1 winner ever. The worst IWGP World Heavyweight Champion ever too. Never draw a dime.
Wow.
It's basically just a more boring dry paint version of Cody Rhodes. That's basically all.
Wow.
Teska is.
If I had a dime, it would be 0 dimes.
Wow.
Shit, at least I can make a profit off of Triple H. I can't make a profit off of Konosuke Teska.
Wow. But hey, it's not how you start; it's how you finish. So he's still got plenty of time. So, but anyways, Rayo Khan was 0 points. Sonata was 0 points. I don't know what Sonata has been looking like ever since coming back. Especially
he looked like he had Dragon Ball Z hair the last time I saw him.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that too, actually. Oh man. And Shingo Takagi, which I'm surprised he's got 0 points too. Wow.
Wow, that's another That's another one that needs to be studied. The downfall of, Sonata, how his stock fell really bad
Yeah,
since losing that IWGP World Heavyweight title.
I agree. Damn shame, man. Yeah, get to you fucking suck.
I agree. Fuck him.
But that was the Block A side. Block B side, you got Aaron Wolf, who's your Japanese Olympic gold medalist. I think he is. I'm assuming he won a gold medal.
Yeah, he's the Japanese Olympic gold medalist.
All right. But he has 4 points. You have Colum Newman, part of the 39 Empire, 4 points. Oscar, 4 points. Zack Sabre Jr., 2 points. Gabe Kidd, 2 points. Which, by the way, I'm glad he's he's back, and then the surgery for his from a shoulder injury he suffered from AEW, which I can't remember what pay-per-view it was, but I'm glad he doesn't need surgery for it. So I'm glad he's back, which is a common thing about it. I had to play for AEW. When Nigel got hurt, don't know what the stats of how that was, but she's back now, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
Sal Fletcher, who got hurt too as well. So he was gonna be gone for a long time too, and then he has to come back fast. I'm like, good. I'm glad he's back too. So for Gay Kid, so yeah, he's gonna be sticking around for Japan, for this G1 Climax stuff. And then eventually when he comes back, he'll join with the Dogs to feud with the Bang Bang Gang. But the thing is, they need more members, by the way. Which me and Omega have been talking about before. If Sheamus will come in, to be part of the Dogs, that'd be a great thing to do. Or, for example, this next guy I'm talking about right now, Drilla Maloney. Drilla Maloney, was part of the War Dogs at the time, but now he's part of this Unbound Company faction, whoever it's supposed to be, but they're baby faces either way. But Drilla Maloney, he'll be a great addition before other dogs as well. But he's got 2 points as well, in the G1. Honori with 2 points. Ren Norita with 2 points. Yuya Uemura with 2 points. And Sota Umino. It says in here that he withdraw because he got 0 points too and all. But it said he withdraw. Now, when it comes to withdraw, it means that it means that you're out of the tournament. So I wonder what happened with Shota Umino then. I hope he didn't get hurt if that's the case. So I guess Shota Umino, took himself out of the tournament. I guess I don't know if he did or not, but let me see what's going on with this with him. Withdraw from the G1 Climax. Oh, well, I gotta do this, folks, because it's fitting what comes to this.
Breaking news.
Breaking news here about Shota Umino, who withdrew from the G1 Climax because he was forced to be withdrawn from the G1 Climax after an injury he has suffered. And keep in mind, Shota Umino is your IWGP Global Champion. So it makes you wonder what kind of injury he's dealing with here. That he has to be withdrawn from this tournament. So the annual G1 Climax tournament in New Japan Pro Wrestling is punishing, even at the best of times. But Shota Umino, he was already reached a point where he has been forced to be withdrawn from this year's tournament. on January 11th, like the rest of the year's participants, Shota Umino wrestled his first tournament match in Chicago, Illinois, as he looked to kick off his campaign in style. However, he will end up being defeated by Jack Sabre Jr. And according to New Japan Pro Wrestling medical staff, started showing concussion-like symptoms. Oh crap! So he's got a concussion. During the bout, the company has since elevated Shota Umino, and made the decision to have him pull out of this year's tournament on medical grounds. Now I'm seeing what else is said here when it comes to what was the this, how seriously the this concussion he dealt with. Well, this really give us full details of it when it comes to his injury. So yeah. Now, again, I don't know what's going to be, how long he's going to be out, because this concussion, concussion is no joke, obviously, when it comes to pro wrestling. So who knows what's going to happen with that, or with him being missing out of the tournament, and on top of that, with him being the current IWGP Global Champion, which means they're going to have to strip him from the title too, if that's going to be the case, because you got to compete with the title. It's not going to be like with WWE, where it comes to having Liv Morgan not defend her title, since winner at WrestleMania. In this case, when it comes to Japan Pro Wrestling, they take their real seriously when it comes to wrestling's when it comes to being champions. If you don't defend a title, doesn't doesn't matter or what ring, if you don't defend a title, they'll strip it from you. When it comes to those 30 days protocol in a way. So I guess I'm going to strip him from the title then. So let me see if that's what they did. If they strip him from the title, or all I do is just check up on his power reign. But again, if it's not a serious concussion that he's dealing with, they're waiting for it to see if you can pass pass by it. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. They're telling me here he's a former champion now. Okay. So Gabe Kid. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. So me, Gabe Kid is the champion because they had that match a while back. Which I find odd because so the Uno just won it about like a month ago, I think it was. Yeah, like it says right here. It says about a month ago. And okay, so I see it now. Gabe Kid won it. I think like a week ago or two, something like that. Well, okay. I guess either that or I just forgot that happened. And yes, it was a week ago, by the way. Yeah, I must have forgot about Gabe Kid winning the belt then. But either way, um, but yeah. So with that being said, with Shota Umino, being withdrawal to the tournament because he's dealing with a concussion, who's gonna take his place now? You know, I'm pretty sure who they got on the roster for the New Japan Pro Wrestling is going to take his place now when it comes to you know for the tournament to resume. obviously without Soto Uno. Because if he's dealing with a concussion, it's not going to get any better. Then they got to find a receiver replacement for him. So it's unfortunate though, but it, it is what it is. But I do wish him the a full speed recovery. Wish him well of his health. Get better and get back to what he loves to do, and that's compete in the ring. So my wishes goes out to Sotomuno, and I wish him a full speed recovery. So I think that's pretty much it there, folks. Nothing else to discuss here. So that being said, I'm going to be ready to wrap it up from here. So ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being part of this stream. May first, give some shout outs to two more moderators in Rockstar Tokyo and Jogolo Gamer 85 for being moderators on this channel and for leaving comments in the live chat. And same thing with Omega Red here. Based on what him dipping out for a bit and then he came back, which I thought he was done for the night, but he has to come back, which is great. They came back because we ended up doing the fun topics, all together. Either way, so. But also giving a shout out to Omega Red and the True Japer for being part of the stream with Rose Jolie, as we did BTA 308. And for next time when we do another episode of BTA, we'll I don't know when that may be. The only reason why I got a chance to do this is because I got off work early because of the situation, obviously, what comes to happen with some kind of what was it, firestorm, whatever that that happened, and basically we had to close early because of that, because the smell was coming in. It wasn't bad when I started working there, but then about like maybe hours later, at close to like somewhere from 7 maybe, or probably around there. But but the smell of the air was still there because of the firestorm, or the wildfire, I'd say the wildfire storm. From because what happened in Canada. And it was getting a little bad to the point we had to wear our masks. And that's why they had to close early. But we tried to do we got to do to do our jobs and everything, and it still worked out. But it still worked out well either way. People still have fun over there and all, and that was the important thing. That came about. But either way, well, that being said, next time we do another episode of BTA, it'll be episode 309, when that may be. When I get an opportunity to get home early to do another one like this, we'll definitely do one. So we shall see how that turns out. But either way, so shout out to everyone else that watched but didn't get a chance to comment in the live chat. So if you feel free to do so next time, please feel free to do so next time. But be sure to keep things positive. Positive attitude, positive mood, positive vibe, positive energy. To keep things a safe space for all parties and all parties around to continue on watching along and to show some positive love, positive support, and positive peace for all around. And if you want to troll, which there was a lot of trolling here, but a lot of trolling that happened was positive trolls. So that's the only thing I will accept. Anything that's negative trolls will be unacceptable, and have zero tolerance of any of negative trolls. And that one person that I'm talking about who's always about that, and that drill in the way. Well, that being said, folks, when it comes to all that, make sure to keep things cool, aloof, and zen for all around of your surroundings. So, folks, for the True Jaybird and the Omega Red, it's the natural born driller saying peace on the streets to all be well, stay safe, take care of yourself everybody that's going in the world. Well, I am out here at for now as I bid you all welcomes to the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega, Figure Total Figure Bang, bid you all an abdo with a goodbye and good night, bang. And also, next week on Wednesday, we will do another live, a live stream. We're going to do the watch along for the AEW Dynamite Golden Show edition for AEW Redemption, which is next Sunday. Not this following Sunday, but next Sunday. Well, actually, I meant to say not this Sunday, but I meant to say the following Sunday. That's what I'm trying to say. I sound a little confusing there. But for this Saturday, it will be Science Main Event. The 45th event of Science Main Event, which I will not be able to watch because I'll be working. So I will catch you later on once I get home. And we'll see what happens on that show. What comes to it. So, but for those who will be watching live, have at it. But I'm not going to sit through, commercials after commercials after commercials. But at least what comes to this, there will not be commercial interruptions for any matches on that show. So, at least that's a plus. Well, folks, that being said, that's basically it for that. So, folks, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Take care, please, and God bless. For this was your Being the Asylum. Welcome to BTA, episode 308. Until next time we do BTA for episode 309, whenever that may be, all you folks, take care.
Bye.